First map, Bind. Really excited for this lineup from Vision Strikers, throwing us a little bit of a curveball from what we were used to seeing in the last time in a big event we got to see them play.
Yeah. Sage as well does come through, has pretty much only exclusively been used on Bind here in Korea. Recon Dart does manage to spot one as NUTURN look to play around B. No one at A either. 3 members still going to be sat there from Vision Strikers as they get ready to respond. Aldrone just going to get pushed forward for now. Will get spammed down. Blind around the corner, pushing out Stacks. Waiting, follows up with another blind. And we'll just go get home to the classic coming in from Perry. Manages to find the first kill here in the first round. A great pickup. See though the hesitation still, not looking to storm the point yet. NUTURN are playing this one out patiently.
And it should be noted that Vision Strikers are notoriously bad at pistol rounds. In case you aren't aware, maybe this is your first time checking out the Vision Strikers, it's kind of a running joke here in Korea that they're terrible at pistol rounds. Now, they did pretty well with them at first strike, but in general, they seem to have struggled in the past with their pistol rounds. I'm sure it's obviously pretty an important thing, especially when they're going to be competing at larger stages. You know, you really want to be winning these pistol rounds. Losing 2 pistol rounds is really, really brutal. All right, Jet in.
Tailwind out, but there's the dinks from RB. Does get taken down by Suggest. Actually follow up with another kill. The paint shells finding one, so Glow does fall. So that's just going to be waiting around the side. Does get the headshot in onto Perry as the spike gets planted. Lakia slamming that one down. Zest going to be taken out, and now it's all on King. Pushes around the corner, and he will get finished off. 2 members left standing here for NUTURN. They win the pistol round and get the spike planted.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decent attempt here by the Vision Strikers to set up around, you know, try to create good crossfires, but just better shooting from NUTURN. They really come in there, just land some good shots. Perry getting it done. Lakia finishing the job. Suggest with the double as raised. So really just good entry. You get the Jet in there that causes chaos, that kind of mixes things up. And at the end of the day, you just land your headshots. And again, Vision Strikers, notoriously bad. It's literally something that they talk about that they just it's the one thing they can't seem to overcome.
Yeah. Let's see how they play around it this time here. Shock Dart just going to be lobbed out. Forward position there from Zest. Does get punished. Now the heal's going to be eliminated. Stack still playing forward on the corner. While we do have Omen lurking back over towards the A site. Seems like it will be the wraparound call. So NUTURN just going to be rotating through Link over towards short.
Yeah, and so far the Vision Strikers aren't suspecting it just yet. They haven't moved from their positions to start wrapping around. And now I could see Stacks is starting to look out into B long just to see what's going on there. Smokes are down, recon drone is up, and we are on to the site here for NUTURN.
Yep, pushing out. Spike is going to be planted. No contention really yet. Glow going to be taken down off screen. Allow finding the kill. Pushing up into U-Haul. Find another one as King does fall. Trade back 1-for-1 there with RB finding an extra on the side as Perry just sprays him down. 3 kills for him on the round. RB and Stacks unable to really get any damage through. 33 armor and only down to 92 HP. So a really great start to this map here from NUTURN. 2 rounds up.
Yep, just getting into U-turn, the U-Haul, excuse me, U-turn, the U-Haul, and controlling it with Perry. I mean, it is, you know, of course, an eco round for Vision Strikers, the anti-eco for a NUTURN. So, you know, definitely important for them to win that for Vision Strikers. They pick up a couple kills in there. It's not the end of the world. This is, frankly, pretty typical stuff for Vision Strikers. They oftentimes start out 2-0, down 2-0, and come back pretty quickly now that they're on the full buy.
See how the recovery starts. You can get the daze hit here onto Allow. He does avoid that. Orb going to be scooped up by Lakia. I like the more, you know, backward positioning here. Stacks.
The master of the elbow.
Yep, playing around elbow instead of pushing forward. They just lost too many people playing out towards the teleporter. Push around, does manage to get some eyes on Zest. You spam it out as the paint shells do fly into Hookah. Waiting, smoke does drop. It's going to be the tailwind forward onto the side. Allow Looking for Stacks, is unable to find him. Has to throw out a cloud burst.
Love
playing
this.
around the corner of it. Blinds out, and that's going to be allowed, taken down from the side. Great flank angle from Zest, gets that headshot. Now pushes up around the corner. Has to be careful, goes into the smoke. Can he get found? No, he does. Get taken down solo, spotting him first. Poor timing on where he was looking. This calls for the relocation here of the squad. Down a member, but 4-4 as they now set their sights on A. Making their way out, already decent. Little bit of damage going to be going forward onto the breach here from NUTURN. Low pushing around the corner, finds one, does get taken down, but the nanos one from King will finish off Parry. And that will be the cleanup on the round. You were already talking about it. At the start of this round here, Paper Thin, often starting down 0-2. This is where Vision Strikers start to take their foothold in the game. Question is now, NUTURN, can they shut this down? If they can win this next round, they'll still be in a very good spot.
Yeah, we're going to get to see both teams basically at full strength with their buys more or less. A little bit down is going to be Solo here. So it's going to be, I don't want to say a half buy for NUTURN. It's kind of in a weird, awkward territory. But for Vision Strikers, you know, this is, yeah, where they usually start to put the pedal to the metal. I like what NUTURN did in that last round, really trying to dislodge Stacks in the elbow. That's what you have to do. You have to find a way to get Stacks out of the elbow, because if he's allowed to play from elbow, he is such a master at controlling the B site, using those breach abilities, using the aftershock. If he has the Rolling Thunder up, of course, as well, can really just control a lot of that zone.
Yeah. Well, allow Blade Storm drawn out, waiting patiently here. All of NUTURN right now hovering around this A site. They start to make their way up short. I'm just going to be waiting out this Molotov here in the showers. Fault line, not going to find much. Stacks chucking out a blind over towards short. Does get spotted out by that recon dart. Let's allow, waits for an opportunity, has eyes on the U-Haul exit over towards defender's side. Spike starts to get planted, Paranoia out. Does delay the members, but now they start to push out of U-Haul. For sure can flies, manages to find one. Straight back, it's gonna be a 3-for-2 exchange. NUTURN still now with the man advantage as Zest comes in with a long wraparound up short. Gets the spot there on to Parry, but Parry comes out on top of the exchange. 46 HP remaining, and Allow will cut down RB. 2 kills for him on the round, and that's a fantastic turn of events here for NUTURN.
Yeah, a really nice round for Allow there, utilizing that Blade Storm to maximum effect. You know, it's nice when you can save the money, use that all, get a couple kills, get a win here, and now they're up 3-1. And it's going to force Vision Strikers into an eco round, as this one will probably be NUTURN taking the fourth, but we'll see. Maybe we can get a thrifty out of Vision Strikers. They have quite a few ults up as well, but those are probably going to be weighted for another round to be used.
See if the circumstances do allow for it. Spike just going to be dropped. Cast a fountain for now. Allow will get clipped by the fault line. Well, Zest is just looking to hold down Hookah. Rocking the classic. Push up around the corner. Aggressive positioning again from Stacks. He's ready for this P. Draws back, pushes forward. Great shot. Takes him down with a Bucky. Shocked out from Lockheed. Does manage to find Zest. Around the corner, looking for a little bit of extra damage, but at this range, Bucky's not going to be able to get a whole lot done. I say that, and those random headshots do often come through. Blind with a double peek around the corner, RB unable to find anything, does get spotted out.
Where's Bunny when you need him? If you want to see a real Bucky player.
That's very true. Which is setting himself forward with the satchel charges. Oh, Showstopper, drawn out, spots him at the teleporter. Will not be able to get the kill. Good backpedal there from Lakia. Takes himself out to safety. But Glow is ready for the alley-oop. Scoops him as he comes out around the corner, but Parry is there as well. Constantly lurking on this A side of the map. This draws to rotate away from the B side here for King. But he hears the smokes coming in from the Omen, so he's going to rotate back over to the A side. Gets the call that the push is coming out onto the site. Great right-click kill there from RB. Gets rid of Suggest. But now it's going to be a 1v2. King trying to make his way onto the site, comes around the corner, gets a surprise hit there onto Solo. Turret comes down, grabs the gun, sees the Omen, but Parry gets the wall bang, taking down King, securing a 4th round win for NUTURN.
as far as eco rounds go, that was pretty darn good for Vision Strikers. Getting 4 kills, almost getting the win in that round. Just, they're so crafty, they're so smart. I mean, Stax is just so darn good at Breach. He's able to lock down Long B so effectively, even with just a Bucky and a pistol. They come out, they sneak out of the baths to pick up one out there, and it's a good movement here by NUTURN as well to fake the A, make Vision Strikers respect both sites long enough that they can get the plant and at least get their 2 onto B site.
Yeah. It's constant lurking from Perry, doing wonders for them. Aggressive push. The doubles moves up through showers. Smokes are out, however, so they're not going to be able to find too much yet. Double shock dart going to be used from Lakia. Doesn't get a connection, though.
We should note that Killjoy has moved over to B site, as that has been kind of the focus of attention for NUTURN so far, but yeah, we'll see if now they're kind of poking around towards A. Because
they have all of the kit there for the Killjoy, they do rotate the Breach around as well for a 3-stack on the A site. Of course, be hearing these spam shots coming through. So we'll just have the boom bot set out to scout hookah. Slower paced play coming through, but as I say that, the tailwind does come out. Lau pressing forward, gets himself into U-Haul. Orbital strike going to be called down. Does he get out of there in time? The answer is going to be no. Fantastic timing there from Glow. It's a huge punish. Taking one off the board. Spike still going to be hovering around A short for the moment. Showstopper drawn out, gets the double kill. King and Zest both cut down. Stax not able to finish off just fast enough. Major punish there. Now the B site broken open. Already sitting in elbow is Lakia. Finds the kill. 10 seconds remaining. The spike being run up through hookah. Does he actually have time for this? Oh, they'll just kill everybody. So the answer is yes. Had they had to go for the plant, that actually might have been pretty tight, but just getting the kills as they come through the teleporter works out so well for NUTURN. Round win delivered into their laps.
But a bit of a wasted Hunter's Fury there at the very end by Lakia. You know, they probably were expecting Vision Strikers to be in a slightly different spot than they were, but I have to give him some credit as well, or the Sova as well, for getting into the elbow. They got into elbow, they dislodged Stacks. They really made it a lot easier to get into that B site if that's what it would have come down to. The ideas are good here from NUTURN. On B site, you gotta make sure that Stacks is not a problem because we saw it in First Strike, he is just all over the place on that side of the map.
Well, again, splitting their attention. Just gonna be having Perry constantly sitting back, waiting to see if anybody wants to aggro push out of showers. For now, the answer is going to be no. They don't want to. 3-stack, though. In Garden. This is hyper-aggressive from Vision Strikers. Looking to change up the play style a bit since they find themselves in a decent deficit. They'll know that at least one person is playing forward there in Garden. That looks like that's just going to call for the full rotation over towards the A site. Another Sky Smoke going to be drawn down by Glow, blocking off the shower for now. As Perry inches up, gets himself right up against that wall on the outside. Boombot, check for U-Haul. Call's going to have to come in here pretty soon. Lau taking a little bit of damage, uses the tailwind to get himself out to safety. Now the push comes in onto the A site, and the rotation has to come in from Vision Strikers. A little bit of damage here from Lakia, pushes around the corner, is blind, sprays, and doesn't find it. Glow, in the meantime, gets the headshot with the Bucky to take him down. It's going to be 2 for 2 thus far. Suggest tries to find another one. He will, but Stacks from the side, gets that kill. 1v2 now, King just can't quite get it done. Perry finds 3 on the round. That wallbang headshot at the end, and it's 6-1. Vision Strikers, what is the last time that they have found themselves in a deficit like this, Paper Thin?
It's probably been a while. This is pretty interesting. I mean, you're seeing some problems with this composition that Vision Strikers have brought. They don't have a lot of ability to get vision. They don't have a Sova. That's a big difference. They're not really able to kind of assess what NUTURN is doing, so that's allowing NUTURN to make these changes, you know, to re-rotate to a different position, to come through short A, to come through hookah especially. So they have a lot of control over mid.
Oh, well, this was perfectly read here by the Vision Strikers. Push forward aggressively. They catch the jet off kilter there with the tailwind forward. Great little Sim beacon thrown down there on the ground as well. Perry, however, gets rid of arguably the most important member on the side of Vision Strikers that he could possibly take down. RB has now fallen. Spike's still going to be dropped down here.
But that's those little set plays that Stax is really so good at. No matter who's with him, he's really good at using the breach abilities to control the narrow corridors inside of the bath. And that, that's why breach is so strong on this map. He can control elbow, he can control U-turn, he can control this spot as well, the bath, the hookah if you need be. So there's a lot of ability for Stax and the breach to do what they got to do effectively.
Scouting, we'll just take the ult orb for now. Aldrone pushing forward onto the site. We'll just get taken down by Stax, sitting over by U-Haul. Pretty default positions. They haven't necessarily gotten eyes on Glow, but Stax now does fall. They see him. Glow will take down one. He's behind the box looking to out-trade against Perry. Can't do it. Takes him to 14 HP. 2v2. 2 full HP members, however, 4 Vision Strikers. Certainly does make this a bit more possible. See here from the shadows being used.
Lockdown as well here to allow Vision Strikers to get in.
Trying to draw him back. Sentry will come out. Res going to be used by Zest to bring Stax back into the fray. Slows out onto short. Spike going to be tapped, at least taking this one to half. Lakia does manage to find one. Stax will cut him down. Blind's coming out. As Zest can just go ahead and hold short, and this will be a round win. Let's see if he can take the op out of his hands here at the end, though. But no, the blind sprint through the box. Seems like maybe they saw the barrel of the gun. Stax sprays through. Does manage to take away every single gun from the side of NUTURN. But given how many rounds that they have won, their economy is still going to be looking overall pretty solid. So they are still in a decent spot, but they need to put their foot down and try to close out as many rounds as they possibly can on the attack. 6-2 already is so very good, much better than we had kind of anticipated them to get. So if they can continue this trend, surrender 1-2 rounds, pick up 2 more themselves, they'll be in a pretty good position as long as they can execute on the defensive side of Bind.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job up until now, and that time, the lockdown just buys you so much time and space to breathe. It allows the Vision Strikers to do what they do best, get in good positions, get in good crossfire angles, really be able to cover each other, get the res. It buys you time to, it synergizes well with the Sage because you can res inside of there. It's just, one of those really nice things for the Vision Strikers. Of course, the beginning set play with Stax really keys everything up for that.
Well, it's going to be the 2-stack on B, which it's looking like that's where NUTURN wants to try to execute on. Less than a minute now remaining on the clock. Swarm's alarm bot's going to be set up here inside of Hookah as the Aldrone goes out from Lakia. Only going to be spotting the Brimstone back towards defender's side of B. Line's coming out, gets another one through the wall. We'll have King pushing. Can he get the double kill? The answer is going to be yes. Spectre Spray coming through, gets a headshot there, auto allow at the end. Pushing out again, has to take the teleporter. Bailing out this time, does not have to worry about Perry sitting outside near that A site.
What a great setup to start with. There's Suggest coming in, though. That's another twofer.
Yep, now that's going to be the site broken open. King going to have that long rotation. He's low HP, so Zest just kind of has to wait here. Love to get a heal on him. Has that op in case somebody wants to try to press forward. Seems like that's not going to be the case. Inching back over towards elbow, but no one's actually going to be moving into labs.
Well, what started out as a great setup for Vision Strikers fell apart very quickly. Again, the speed and ferocity.
He's got the save here, yeah.
Oh my god. They're just really, really strong right now, NUTURN. I mean, Perry especially is really turned up, man. He is just doming people. This is a very reinvigorated NUTURN. It looks like they put in a lot of hard work since first strike.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll just go for the save. And of course, they know that there's an op there for Zest. They're not going to be exiting through towards defender's spawn. They play this one smartly, and they hold on to 3 guns.
And already a winning half, for sure, for NUTURN. I mean, 7, that does it. I mean, 16 kills already for Perry.
Guy's kind of cracked.
That's pretty good. That's over 2 kills per round he's averaging. Actually insane right now. I mean, we all knew Perry was good. I've really liked these players. I've liked this squad, but this is a whole new level from them.
Yeah, very much is. Zest, does he go hard push on the corner? Looks like, oh, the answer's gonna be yes at the end. Oh, looks for the flick, can't get it. We'll just throw out a slow orb. Pulls back around the corner. Day's hit will come through from the fault line as the Aldrone will just get called out. Moves up, taken down, blind toss from Stacks, but can't get around the corner fast enough. Wall just going to be used. Zest waiting this one out. Wall gets focus fired pretty quickly. Is he ready for this quick peek? The answer is going to be no. Allow gets a headshot. Eliminating the Sage. Now they move up. Paint shells around the corner. King has to exit. Takes quite a bit of damage, though. Straight through the wall. They're looking for a little bit more. They get the spot on him. Now he has to reposition. Moves forward. Actually goes back into hookah. Can't get the kill, and RB jumping in. Bunny style cannot get anything done. Suggest strikes him down. It's now a 5v2 as everybody from NUTURN rotates over onto the A site, barring the Rays, who's just going to be waiting and lurking at B to try to find that final kill. Gun barrel is spotted. Spray coming through the wall. Doesn't actually get the kill. Uncharacteristic miss there from Stacks and actually does get punished in the end. So just wins 3 and a very clean, flawless round from NUTURN. 8-2, getting closer and closer to the next half. And Vision Strikers, the pressure is on in a way that it has not been in a very long time for these guys.
Well, that all starts with Allow getting underneath that Zest. Zest isn't ready for that. They think that with the breach abilities being used, that nobody's going to be able to inch up that far. But Allow just decides to go ahead and kind of do that. Whenever you have like abilities coming at you, sometimes the better thing to do instead of backing off is to actually move forward, because you're going to catch your opponents not able to react to it. That's what happens here, and Allow, that really opens the door for these plays. It was a good try by Vision Strikers to kind of do that, shoot, and then, you know, use the breach flash, and then Stacks pokes out. So again, these kind of set plays, these quick reaction plays the Vision Strikers have, but they're not executing.
Glow and Perry, like ships in the night, don't know that each other are there necessarily. See who wins out on that duel in the long term. Seems like it will just be the pullback from Glow. Nice Hunter's Fury from Lakia does manage to get a single hit onto RB. Kill comes out instantly, though, from Zest. Try and top him up, but the armor's going to be lost. Now Zest himself taking a bit of damage is going to be at 60 HP. Still 30 seconds remaining on that heal cooldown now. So softened up are the members over at the B site.
Showstopper and Rolling Thunder up, so this could definitely be a good put. I mean, it helps when you just can out-duel Zest.
When you just body the enemy Sage. Aldrone, spot him out. RB gonna be taken down. And that'll just be the finish here on the Stacks. Making their way up. Moving around the smoke, the paint shells here will not be able to find anything, but it's a 2v5. Would be a miraculous turnaround, now a 1v5. Just double down on how much of a miracle this would be. Blind does hit. Grade 1 tap. Can't get a second, though. But takes a single gun out of the equation on the side of NUTURN when that was otherwise completely and utterly catastrophic. But, yeah, this is not a good look at all. NUTURN in a position now to move up 10-2
Double
for
op.
the half.
Double op for Vision Strikers, so they really want to... They're really going to gamble to try to turn this around.
Yeah. Now this will all just come down to where they actually want to place these ops and how they can execute on them. It looks like it might be an aggressive shower peek for RB, but there's no one really on that side of the map. Only Perry is hovering that side, but he's going to be playing short.
I mean, this has to work.
So one op is now getting nothing, where Zest just has to hold back. Perry's got no reason to even remotely move into that direction towards the shower, unless his team starts to rotate out of the B site. So RB is just going to be occupied and gaining no vision, no information for them for now.
This one a little bit slower. But so far, I think RB's just really trying to bait someone around the corner.
Misses the shot. Okay, he manages to land it. Blau does get taken down. Stax pushing out onto that B long. Does find Solo as well. This is a very good setup here for Vision Strikers to finally scoop a third round and a half. Lockdown going to be used, zoning them back as the spike is dropped at long. You can see Lakia pushing forward to try to grab it. And he does manage to pick it up. Rolling Thunder just going to be a bit too late to actually stun him up, but does he try to go for a fake? It looks like the answer is going to be yes.
I love what Perry's doing in the meantime, just roaming around A, looking for picks.
Okay, well, Zest doesn't nail the shot. But I'm interested to see that they're actually still playing forward here. Hit does not come through, but Stax is there, finds the headshot. Spike going to be confirmed down. They'll hear the teleport, and should know that that is not going to be any kind of fake. As the boombot was already burned as well, so he's sending that one through. RB getting tagged up. It's a little bit of damage there. On the parry, 2 HP! As he actually does barely manage to shadow step out, but can he get anything done? No, he cannot. It's going to be saving the gun for the next half.
Yeah, like we said, that was a must-win. All of the resources being spent for Vision Strikers to win that final one, and they get it. I mean, of course it was the last 1.5, but I mean, in terms of just what the score was at, they really, really needed that one to kind of turn this around. Now, let's see. These guys, normally Vision Strikers are great on defense, on Ascent. I mean, the early ideas here from NUTURN were fantastic. Dislodge Breach. He cannot be in control of B. You got to take Stax out of the equation. Once he is out of there, then you allow your players to just kind of do what they've been doing best, just rocking and rolling, picking up kills, doing a great job. Now, pistol round. Let's see if Vision Strikers can actually get one this time.
It would be the most important pistol round that they could win. Because getting set up 3 to 10 after the pistol round and being down in economy, pretty much a death knell. Solo trying to finish off this sentry. Will finally manage to get it with the Frenzy. Got vision on a couple members of Vision Strikers as well, but lurking around this side of the map in B Link is not going to be much of a surprise. So it doesn't necessarily mean that B is going to be the play. Forward positioning, however, in hookah from Allow is up around that left corner. And you can see the confidence that no one is playing B long because Solo is sitting here as well. B long completely wide open. The boom bot going to be used. They'll try to spread this one down. It gets spotted. They know that somebody's around the corner, but RB still will fall. Tailwind not going to take him far enough out, and the paint shells in RB's dying breath does manage to finish off Solo. Very bloody exchange, though. It's going to be Vision Strikers for the lower HP bars trying to win out. Now a 1v1 in all of the chaos as Zest is left standing, looking to try to pick up the spike. Just managed to grab it. Perry's down to half HP.
Well, that was just a mess. I mean, everybody just trading back and forth, abilities used. I mean, Raze is nice to have in a situation like that, of course, but both teams having Raze, able to really do a lot of damage to each other in the meantime. But it is a half-health Omen against a full-health Zest.
But he's not working the right way. Breach on the side, gets the spray down. And that is catastrophic. NUTURN 10-3. Just a few more rounds away from locking in a tiebreaker, if not 3 more rounds to go ahead and confirm the win. Beautifully played from Perry, and Zest just not ready for it. Thinking that he was going to have the wraparound from B long just does not occur.
I mean, Perry and Suggest are just amazing right now. Perry in particular is really impressing me. Roaming around the map, causing problems for the Vision Strikers. Pistol round's a little different, but he's all over the place, of course. I mean, that's what you want from an Omen. Eventually, you know, when you have your From the Shadows as well, you could cause even more disruption, but he is just, as well, he's just nailing his shots. I mean, he's just purely just on point.
Yeah.
Clicking heads.
Fantastic lurking play coming in from Perry. Setting themselves up. Ooh, for success, I was going to say, but King just manages to take down 2 with a classic at range. Will scoop the Spectre and says, hey, yeah, B site's going to be wide open now. So they charge forward. Smokes come down. They have the Sky Smokes ready.
Thanks for the Spectre.
Molotov as well, and yeah. Grabs that one for free. Doesn't even take that much damage. 63 HP remaining is fantastic for that kind of spray down at that range with a classic.
Look at Perry. He's right into elbow. Right now, Vision Strikers aren't controlling it.
They have the wall off. Zlakia will just be moving that Aldrone forward. Boombot as well. Gonna be out on sight. Zest spotted. There's not a slow orb, but it's in such an awkward position now. So is Stax, 10 HP remaining as he sits back in that corner. Will manage to catch Lakia off guard, finds that headshot. Now it's all on King. Can he do even more? Spike falling lower and lower. Looks for the poke out, but with the Bulldog, Suggest has the headshot, and the defuse will come through. 11-3. NUTURN just 2 rounds away from taking down Vision Strikers here in map 1.
Even with the wall there, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
They're still able to get through. I think the wall was a little bit misplaced. I don't think it completely cut the angle off. Coming out of elbow, maybe not. Because Lakia got through there. He came on the off angle.
I think he made it. I think he genuinely
come
just
from long
came
B?
through Hall.
He came through long B.
I think he just came through Hall like Defender's default.
Oh, okay.
And then, because they cleared it with Boombot and the drone, no one was playing forward. Everybody had to back up from Vision Strikers because the HP bars were low. So yeah, he actually just got to walk onto the site for free. Obviously, then did die, but they got the information they needed.
Right.
Either way, not good. Not good at all. Vision Strikers effectively need to win 10 in a row. You know, 9 if NUTURN pick up this one to force the tiebreaker. Go into OT. It's been off play overall. You know, I mean, these are going to be long days for these teams. It is, you know, a round of 32, round robin in groups. So multiple games to be played every single day. This is Vision Strikers' second, and they have a third after this. It's not a good look at all. Aldrone's going to spot way too many people, way too far forward. Okay, we'll go ahead back up into elbow, as the site, for the most part, is going to be opened up. King just getting all of his kit set up. And Vision Strikers do get the site for free. Now it's all about the defense and how NUTURN looks to retake this. No one is going to be playing through long, through hookah. Everybody is up on the defender side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, this time that wall definitely cutting it off for sure. But Zest doing a nice job holding the corner.
Yeah, it does manage to find Suggest. RB does fall, however. Allow right through the wall, gets that kill. And King continues to clean up. Perry taken down. And that should just basically be the round in the books. Yeah, Zest will find the third kill here for himself. Looking a lot better now that he's moved away from the op. And is finally starting to find his groove. Rez now going to be online for him. But you can still see, I mean, 2 members at 19 kills on the side of NUTURN. 13 here for King, who has only really started to show up with the multi-kills in the rounds in these last few.
Yeah, lockdown up as well for King, so it's looking pretty good for Vision Strikers. It's going to be an eco round for NUTURN. This is a must-win for Vision Strikers. I mean, you could say that a ton in these types of situations.
Every single round is
a must-win, but this one especially.
Ooh.
And you don't really want to lose maybe more than 1 or 2 people at most.
A nice little surprising return fire there from Suggest. Does get a tag up onto RB. Rather, not onto RB. That was onto Stax. But they have the Sage on their side, so he's going to be okay. Allow spotted. Takes just a little bit of damage there from the sentry. Or the shield, one of his HP.
Yeah, this time it's the Vision Striker's turn to try to re-rotate, push through short A.
RB jumping forward. So his way onto the site, takes a little bit of damage, a smattering of it from the paint shells. Perry's just going to be waiting in the smoke over at U-Haul. Spike plant starting to come down. Vision Strikers drop the lockdown in the corner. No Hunter's Fury available to try and snipe that one out, so they're going to have to back up, and you can see the chase forward. Not quite going to be there for Vision Strikers. I thought maybe they would want to pursue outward to try to catch anybody. Instead, decided to play it patient. Perry, however, does get disarmed. Allow making his way forward. Bladestorm ready. Still has 2 updrafts to use. Goes up into the air. Looks for Zest. Cannot find it in time. Zest cuts him down out of the sky. RB going to be blinded. Zest finds another one. Now Lakia going to be gone. RB headshot onto one. Looks for the next, but it's going to be King, who takes him right out from beneath his nose. Either way, flawless round here from Vision Strikers. 5-11. They're getting the ball rolling. They're establishing their economy. Can they actually pull this off?
Yeah, full full buy now for NUTURN. If NUTURN loses this one, you can pretty much expect that Vision Strikers are going to win the next one after, because there'll have to be another eco, and you can kind of just snowball this for Vision Strikers.
That gets them 7. You know,
Yes.
roughly. They'll get them to 7-round wins.
Don't count them out yet.
But, yeah, I mean, NUTURN, they are the ones that have the multiple chances. Vision Strikers have to be all in all the time.
Let's see what Perry can do. He's got that, you know, he's got his ult up. We've got the showstopper up. I'm really curious. Perry's been really good on offense. Now on defense, let's see if he can get that roaming going a little bit better. Kind of cause some problems. Get into the back line. Somebody needs to get in the back lines of Vision Strikers if possible. You don't have to do it this round because you're on eco. Maybe you could get a pick that way. But I'd like to see somebody kind of putting some more pressure on Vision Strikers, because NUTURN is kind of in the situation that Vision Strikers was in, where they're just hanging out in B, waiting while Vision Strikers is allowed to move wherever they want, get the setups they want. You know, you get that lockdown in place, and then I mean, it's easy when you have the lockdown, of course, but regardless, it looks pretty similar to what we saw from Vision Strikers, just hanging out over in B.
Pressure on right now for Suggest. Remembers pressing showers. Rotate's going to be coming through right now from NUTURN, sending 2 members back through defenders spawn, rotate over to A. So they will be able to meet this 4v5. Sky smokes come down as they still look to press this corner. Suggest draws out the showstopper. The wall comes up at a perfect time, and Suggest will get punished as RB makes his entry. Finds 2. Rez comes out instantly on to Glow, so Suggest that kill not going to matter too much. Lakia does manage to press up, gets to the exit of showers, but will fall. Zest finding another one. King taking down Solo, and now it is all on Allow. Making his way forward, the spike gets planted in a 1v4, but this is seeming like it's going to be, the 6th-round pickup here for Vision Strikers, who continue to press forward and look to pull off what, I mean, at this point, it kind of feels almost like a reverse sweep, even though it's just map 1.
Yeah, it's harder for RB to make those entry frags when he's not Jet, but as Raze, you know, he's just talented enough that he can get it done, so he opens the door with those 2. They're able to get into U-turn. The rotate is early into the attacker's spawn, but it's late from Allow. He had to respect it. He had to hold onto Hookah, because now Vision Strikers are starting to move back and forth. So Allow isn't able to get there in time to really help the rest of his team. Again, it's an eco round though, so you can't take a lot. You know, you can't take a lot away from NUTURN on that one.
Yeah, definitely can. But now, the Sheriff buy. If they get thrifty, this would be absolutely huge, and would pretty much finalize lowering Vision Strikers into their graves. We do have Allow playing forward in Hookah. Double shotty roll out here. Cody and the Bucky. Bot taken down. Pain Shell's going to be lobbed in. Solo going to be taking quite a bit of damage from that. Down below half now as the rest of the team creeps up through B long. Still 3-member stack. Top down. Out of Hookah. Paranoia is out, but the Bucky shot's not going to be enough to kill. King falls low, but the heal now starts to come through. Up close and personal with a frenzy parry will manage to find King, but RB will strike him down. Follows up for another one on to Suggest. And with 4 members strong versus 2 looking to retake, that will be the closeout. 7-11 now. Vision Strikers continue to make this closer and closer.
Yeah, Vision Strikers just eliminating a lot of the angles. They're smoking off spawn, they're smoking off elbow. They're making it very difficult for NUTURN to come in and really defend, and you're just, again, you know, you're eliminating angles. You're trying to reduce the amount of angles that you're looking to, right? Like you're looking left, you're looking right. It's hard to change 180 degrees really fast. So yeah. Vision Strikers cutting down the ability for NUTURN to move around and giving themselves better opportunities to get those kills in that situation.
Well, Allow is going to be greeted really quickly there by a fault line, so Tailwind has to be burned early. Doesn't get vision of much of anything there with the operator. Now we'll just be playing this back angle. I don't know if Zest is going to want to push in. He's corner checking on the outside of Showers, leaping forward, trying to bait a shot. Doesn't manage to find anything though. Anytime you want to corner check like that, you are absolutely playing with fire.
Yeah, I was going to say, Solo's getting pretty aggressive there in mid, and that doesn't fool the Vision Strikers at all.
Shot out, doesn't find anything. Not even any wallbang damage, and Perry is just completely and utterly blind. Couldn't see anything. Allow, however, does finally find Zest. RB taken down. Allow now up in heaven. Does find another one. TP is going to be used. 2 members rotating through the teleporter now. Just to try to greet the lone Sova who's down on the site. He finds King. Glow will find the kill. The spike will start to get planted. He's only got a Molotov now. Has to pull back through Garden. 1v2. NUTURN would be a huge win for them. Looks like Glow is going to rotate around through Hookah. Has to be cautious, though.
He's got the ult. Glow's got the ult, so he's allowed to play out. He's allowed to maneuver around and make sure no one's coming from different angles here.
Yeah, he's waiting for it. Here's the tap. Throws out the orbital strike. Molotov up through the air as well. And there's the break. Good enough position. Forces them off the bomb. They know where he's going to be approaching from now. But the shot is not ready. So just has the kill. Defuse coming through. He will have it. And that is 12 rounds now locked in for NUTURN. Tiebreaker at least guaranteed for them, if not just the victory. One more round is all that stands between them and taking down Vision Strikers in map 1.
The economy's still good though for Vision Strikers, so they can try and right the ship a bit. But
Glow's got 9,000 right now.
Yeah, Glow's pretty rich. Glow's definitely balling a little bit. I really like what Glow tried there. He had the right idea. You know, he knows he has the ult. He knows he has the orbital strike, so he can roam around a little bit. But again, NUTURN just looks faster and better right now. They're just nailing their shots. They look like, you know, they're really fired up, ready to go. And that's a big deal against this Vision Strikers team, which is a slow team. They're a methodical team. They're going to try to outthink you.
Yeah. Oh, well, Suggest coming up with 2. Will get punished as King taking him down. And very quickly, we already have a 3v3 situation here. Moving up now onto the A site, though, was opened up. King's going to be dropping in the lockdown to make sure that they can get this spike planted. He wasn't sure how close on that wraparound NUTURN was going to be. So arguably could have held on to the lockdown a little bit longer, but decides to pop it here now.
Sage wall up as well to cut these angles off, so you're going to have to force your way through. Let's see what Allow can do. He's got everything up, basically.
Yeah, Blade Storm could be huge. Paint Shell's going to be hitting him, but he'll just press forward. Like you said, sometimes it's better to charge. Finds the kill. That's the cleanup. That is the map. NUTURN take down Vision Strikers on Bind. What a start to the series for them here in this best of 3. 13-7 the count. It was a great little streak. In the end, for Vision Strikers, looked like maybe they were going to be able to bring this, just finish this up 2-0, get some extra prep in.
Yeah, get some food in your body, get some energy.
Not have to worry about going to Ascent.
This is interesting. The turret out for Killjoy makes me think they're worried about either someone pushing out of A, or they're just going to try to fake this a bit and leave the turret there to kind of give them the info if they try to move through, but they're going to pick it up.
Yeah, can't go too far from it. These days, that range was reduced considerably for the Killjoys. They have to stand pretty decently close to the sentry. Boombot will move forward. It's not going to go around the corner of the box, though, so Allow still going to be hidden.
Very slow, very methodical, but the rotate coming through for NUTURN, really trying to not allow Vision Strikers to get to that all-important ramp. Of course, with the changes made, it is a little bit easier once you're up into ramp. To kind of lock it down for the attacking side. You're not quite as pinned as hard in the back part of that.
I'm still thinking about how exactly they want to do this approach. They have a very forward push right now. Sage getting ready to move out of B. Nobody else is there. Be a little bit of a fake though. Dips back down around the corner. Will just exit back through the garage. A decent fake, and it draws all the attention over to the B site. So fantastically done here for Vision Strikers. They get 3 members in onto the A site. Now can they hold it? But getting ready to get planted. Pushing around the corner. That's 2 kills for Allow instantly. Looks for the 3rd, and that is just going to be it. It was a nice little start. It was a cheeky strat. It drew the attention away, but they weren't able to execute on this quickly enough. Zest now left alive here with this classic. He's just looking for a kill. Will not find it. Will also not die himself, so not going to be getting that extra 900.
I mean, it's a great setup. You fake the smoke. You have the Omen smoke that comes in there along with the wall, and then everything almost all of NUTURN turns towards it, but then, just well enough, they're able to get the doubles there. Allow and Solo come through, pick up some huge kills, the triple, in fact, for Allow at the end of it. And that's all it takes. That's a huge one for NUTURN. Again, right now, they just look more dialed in mechanically.
Yeah.
And that right there shows you. It's good stuff from Vision Strikers. The ideas are great, but the play right now is better from NUTURN.
Still, though, worth mentioning, costly loss there for Zest, not dying in the round, so does lose out on that 900 credit bonus. Holds on to his armor, but still about a loss of 400 at the end of it all. Slow orbs out onto garage here. Some smoke's going to be getting pressed forward. That will call the rotate out for Stacks and Zest. So it looks like he's just going to be hovering around garage for a little bit longer. And there you go. Allow, again, another kill coming through. Paint Shells will find one as Solo gets dropped by RB. Inch their way up the ramp. The spike down. Out, not obscured by the cloudbursts. Perry will find Stacks. Putting him off in heaven, and that's just going to be the spray down. RB and King both falling. As Zest is yet again going to be the only one left alive. Sees the gun. Has the gun. Makes his way out successfully into screens.
There's a wall waiting for him, so that alerts everybody to this.
Yep. Guys, I think we found him. He's in heaven, has the spike, drops down, doesn't have time to plant it, and that's just going to be a second round pickup here. Looks for the spike plant money, and he will get it. Everybody else just running away. They don't want to get taken down at the end. Want to hold on to everything they've got. So, I mean, making the best out of a bad situation there is Zest. This does get them the buy coming through with a little bit of extra capital. But as you can see, they're going to be fairly strapped. Zest will be able to save a little bit of extra given that he has the Spectre in hand. So 3,300 for him for the next round at least. But this is, again, a rough start for Vision Strikers.
It's a cheeky little play there by Allow at the beginning, letting Glow come all the way into heaven, get all the way up in there, and then pop out, take him down. I think it was with a frenzy.
Yep.
And that's just, now Allow, that's not for Raider, so that's pretty nice for him. But it's just right now, again, NUTURN making good decisions, kind of taking advantage of the fact, Glow's got to be aware when he gets in there for free that something's up.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't able to properly identify the situation.
The wall goes up, sprayed down instantly by RB. Breaks the corner. Got 4 members hovering around mid right now with just Perry sitting back over on the B site. Glow's going to be taken down as Solo finds the first kill. Zest poking out. Will get hit by that paranoia, so has to pull back.
Yeah, so even with all that chaos going on, and oh my god. I mean, NUTURN is just looking so good right now.
They're all over this map. Perry just continuing to hold here. At garage, his smoke will dissipate. Does have to pull back. Flash comes out, push around the corner, Allow. Not going to be blinded in time. Finds one, Perry will spray down the other 2. And that is going to be a third round now for NUTURN. Again, a great start. Seeming like maybe Vision Strikers are off kilter. Maybe this map isn't necessarily swung back into the favor of attackers yet, but either way,
well, it's NUTURN.
NUTURN are playing phenomenal.
They did a really smart thing there by putting that wall into mid. It isolates angles. It allows them to really utilize that op. They get a free trade onto Glow there as well, and they get a lot of information because they have to shoot that wall down to try to open it up. So they kind of have a good read on what Vision Strikers wanted to do in that situation to utilize the fact that they're on the back end in terms of their buying power. They know they're going to have to rely on more close-up gun situations. They have the op to rely on the long situations. Don't allow them to do it.
Well, Zest does manage to find one, taking Perry's head off over at B side. Great push out of garage from him. He's going to be rotating back around through garage. They're trying to poke out. Get some pressure being applied from heaven. Zest looks to push, capitalize with a little bit of a flank there, but does get tagged up, nearly falls down. Now Allow up in heaven, gets the headshot in onto King, and just like that, they lose Perry at the start, and that's as good as it gets for Vision Strikers. 4 members left standing, 4 rounds on the board. NUTURN looking phenomenal.
Yeah, and here, NUTURN is taking advantage of some of the new map changes. There's those new boxes that allow just jumped on. Those are brand new. That gives you the ability to isolate angles in a different way. You can come down into the B site now, and Heaven isn't as dangerous to allow your opponent to take. If the attacking side takes Heaven, it's not as awful as it used to be. It used to be really imperative that you maintain Heaven control one way or another. Now with those boxes there, the angles aren't quite as brutal for whoever's defending that B side.
Yeah. A little bit of kit drop down, picked up instantly by King. He's been having a very silent round so far. We'd love to go back to when he was picking up, double kills with classics and whatnot. But NUTURN not really allowing that to happen as the boom bots just kind of run around each other for a little bit. It would be great if they could aggro onto each other.
If they could get some kills.
That too.
That would be.
I just think it'd be funny if you could counter a boombot with your own boombot and just have them charge each other and explode.
Oh, that would be kind of cool if they did that.
Yeah.
So they just drive right by each other. They only seek flesh.
I don't remember what was the name of that show used to be on like Spike TV? It was just like robot battles or whatever.
Oh.
I don't remember the exact name of it, but yeah, like the arena battle
Robo
robot.
Wars.
Yeah, it might have been
Robot
Robo
Wars or
Wars.
something.
I think that was it. Let's bring that back.
BattleBots?
Something like that. Either way, RB does find a nice headshot, but look at this angle from Lakia. No one was ready for it. Goes with the paint shells though. Does get caught off guard, but still is going to be feeling very good about that exchange. Solo dropped, however, does make this a 3v2 in favor of Vision Strikers. And they are moved forward here onto the site. RB looking for the flick shot onto Suggest. Can't quite find it. As RB has to leap over to the side. Gets out. Bladestorm does manage to find one, but they get the cleanup in the end. And finally, Vision Strikers have a round on the board. 4-1. NUTURN still going to be sitting in a very nice spot economically.
If they don't win that round, it's quickly probably going to be a 6-0 for NUTURN. And for the Vision Strikers, taking a gamble, throwing that op into RB's hands, but trying to give your best player the tools he needs, the confidence. He needs to build that confidence. They need to get it going right now because nobody has a positive kill-to-death ratio on Vision Strikers.
Nope. Allow, though, he's got a really good one. He's 10-1. Has just been destroying. 2 kills average per round played so far. Boombot to scout up mid, so just going to be waiting. Walt is ready. Seems like he might want to be blocking off Heaven access. Slow orb for now will be used. Waiting now, we have a little bit of a standoff. As RB and Allow. Just holding these corners, but nobody is moving. Poke out through the garage at the moment there from Zest is met by Paranoia. As he puts his wall up.
Vision Strikers thinking about another fake, but now there's the cross wall.
Oh. Yeah. Zest doesn't get the shot. Can't take down Parry, can't get any damage onto the Omen. Stack's going to be moving through ropes up into A Heaven as the smokes come through. 2 members rotating now through the sewer over to the A site. That's going to be the TP onto the site itself as they scouts it out. Does back off, but they do manage to find that 1 kill. Now Stack's pushing out from Heaven. This time does manage to find a kill. Is moving up behind Parry, who is none the wiser. Gets tagged up, moves back over, but Stax is there, finds the headshot. And that is just going to be the retreat and the save call coming through here for Suggest.
Yeah, definitely no reason to move in with that operator. This round is all but over, so just try to see if you can get the pick at the spawn side. If Vision Strikers come running through to try to do, the same thing, try to take that operator out of the hands of their opponents, but yep, just waiting this one down, and this time it's very slow. This is much more in Vision Strikers' wheelhouse. The slower the tempo of the game, oftentimes, kind of the better they do. They like to take their time, and they tried the fake. It didn't work, but it didn't matter. They were still able to get through mid, big part of this. Get a lot of pressure in there. And split still, no matter what these changes, if you're controlling mid, you're still going to have a pretty good advantage on this map. Like, even with the new changes,
Yeah.
you know, mid is still a very powerful position to control.
Well, 2 now on the board here. Vision Strikers looking good these last 2 rounds. Let's see how they can continue the momentum, or how NUTURN can try to shut it down. Op still going to be in the hands of Allow. RB still rocking that as well. You see, just the kill disparities is so drastic between the 2 teams. I have gotten confirmation that Yoru is actually available.
Oh.
So previous information that we had received, it seems like was a little bit out of date, so maybe we will be having the teleporty Japanese man joining us in the game.
I'd be really curious to see him. Nobody seems comfortable to use him just yet, but
I mean, it took us a while when we were doing for a strike to see Sky, to see Icebox. So maybe after the open qualifier, get that good seeding. And then once you're in the proper tournament, going through the group stage, you maybe want to, maybe then you can experiment a little bit more. RB looking for the shot, not able to find it. Will force a drop down though. From Suggest as he moves down onto B site proper. Rotate out of mid now, coming through. Seems like it might just be a full garage shove here for the side of Vision Strikers as everybody rotates over.
the pings are down. Make sure you control Raptors.
It's the Rolling Thunder. Tossed out. Suggest, however, Lakia finding kills. Suggest will find a second one. Stacks finally punishes him, taking him down from the showstopper out from Lakia. Manages to find the kill. A triple now for Lakia as he will also scoop up the defuse to get one step closer to another ultimate. And that will stop the momentum here for the Vision Strikers. Stops on the defuse, but seems like nobody else is really interested in it. He will take it for himself. 5-2. And control back in the hands of NUTURN.
Yeah, still though, like I talked about earlier, even with those boxes and the open doors, assaulting B still looks like it's going to be pretty tough. Just coming from the heaven in the alley, you get the good crossfire set up. NUTURN not fooled at all, in a great position, and just mow them down, because right now, again, NUTURN, their shots are better. Period, end of story. They're just out shooting Vision Strikers. They're faster, they're more accurate. Everything is going their way. And this, again, I think the Vision Strikers going with this exact same lineup. They're missing important things that they're, I think, used to playing with. Vision and a little bit of mobility.
Boombot taken down by King, so they should have some awareness of his position. Paint shells will be chucked forward, but will not be able to find any damage. Lakia just hugs back a bit too far. Operator is here, starts peeking wide on that A site, has the shot, takes down his counterpart Raze. Seems like that might just be the call to rotate though, rather than press forward.
NUTURN's not biting yet.
No, they're not. Zest though, up in the corner, taken down. One tap headshot from the Vandal there. Suggest finds the kill. Blind out. Oh, just hiding right behind that box. They cannot see him, Stacks. Will they realize it?
So
another blind going to be invested, so he's playing this one slowly. They don't know. They absolutely do not know, but Glow turns around after the TP. Does manage to take him down. Allow going to be eliminated. Up on top of Vents as well as the spike will come in. That was almost absolutely catastrophic. Thank God for Vision Strikers that Glow turned around. Had he not, that could have just been a triple kill and the end of the round.
The reaction time from the old man Glow. Just Glow, by the way, 32 years old, or 31, something around there. Almost. His birthday's very soon, actually, in February. But the old man just turns on a dime and saves his team's round. I mean, that was about to be the heartbreaker.
Yeah. That would have been so very terrible for them. Do have, lurking in the back though, Perry. Just chilling out, but he will not get the better of RB this time around. Headshot does come through. Omen gets taken down. 3 members survive from the side of Vision Strikers as they put a 3rd round on the board.
Okay, the comeback is on for Vision Strikers. It doesn't, when you look at the scoreboard, it doesn't quite feel like it just yet, but actually it's pretty darn close when you look at, the bottom half of NUTURN without Lakia and Allow. It's much more even towards the bottom of those scoreboards, and both teams going to be going full buys So this one's pretty big because whoever wins this one is going to force the team that loses potentially into a pretty awkward spot, depending on all the kills and everything shakes out.
Yeah. Bucky forward here on this A main defense. Let's see how this ends up going for Solo. Waiting in the smoke. Boombot sent up ramps to scout. Alarmbot is there. He'll just pull back. Doesn't want to give his position away. Still would be a bit vulnerable to potentially get sprayed down through the smoke.
You got to be real careful, but already into ramps are the Vision Strikers. Let's see if they can maybe utilize this slightly more advantageous position. The pings come down. They know that something's going on. Allows trying to hide in that back corner of Heaven again. And right now, the Vision Strikers aren't going to over-aggress, and they're learning from their mistakes rather quickly, as you would expect from the Vision Strikers.
Two poking up towards that ramp. That's going to be the tailwind forward. King was dazed. Does get taken down. Nice dink in. Onto the jet. Can't quite get the finish. The showstopper from RB does take down Laski. A great shot. Allow now going to be eliminated out of the fight. The res comes through from Zest onto King. As Solo does fall there on site. HL's just getting a little bit of damage onto the enemy Sage, but it seems like this should be Vision Strikers taking a 4th round and getting one step closer to tying up this map.
You got to worry about the Omen. You got to worry about Parry a little bit. Sage is pretty well trapped in screens. That should be pretty doable to lock that down. But if Omen could start opening up some angles,
he's got to hear that the sentry is there. Knows that if he pokes around the corner, they're going to know exactly where he is. The save call does come through. He's going to start rotating through ropes. I suggest just tries to get an exit kill, which he will.
Oof.
Low taken down. Not ready for that angle. And the rest will all get out scot-free. So just the one loss there from Vision Strikers. And 2 rifles going to be held now for NUTURN. Still are up 1 map, but like you were talking about, the economy is in a bit of an awkward spot for them.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like you could buy, but you know, what are you going to do after that? And you can see that I think they're still kind of deciding exactly what they want to do. They might go with Solo on that Bucky again to save a little bit of money. And from what we saw at the last of that screen, it looks like almost kind of a half buy, but there's still a few more seconds left for them to make up their minds how they want to pan out with their economic situation.
A fault line not going to lead it much. Sentry spot suggest just kind of poking out. It will get recalled away before it can be eliminated. Spread out on the wall. RB, oh man, thought maybe he was just going to go for the blind wall bang for a second there.
You are kind of protected now in that spot because the wall's a little thicker. So it's a little harder to get the wall bangs around that corner.
No connection on the paint shells. RB moving up. Has the flick. It just goes down. Huge takeaway now. Heals have been removed from NUTURN. And A site is looking pretty good for the taking. Just have Solo sitting there for now with a Bucky.
I mean, when in doubt, give RB the operator like that.
Well, that I was gonna say it's technically winnable. He's got the Bucky. He's on side. Fence drop down though, as we do have the wraparound join in from Parry. Slow orb. They'll get chucked in around the corner, keeping them locked in place for the most part. Solo though, he does not want to move. Now he's going to be forced to as the blind does hit. Gets up around the corner, gets one, headshot there onto King. Blow will strike him down. Bloody exchange, but in the end it's going to be a 3-for-1 with RB on the point-blank off-shot into Lakia's chest to take him down and finish the round, tying us up 5-5.
Yeah, this is really RB starting to heat up and take it over for the Vision Strikers. Just give that guy the op.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden wins start to fall into your lap. It's going to be a full buy now for NUTURN. This is maybe now. I don't want to call it a must win, but a big round for NUTURN. So if they drop this, they're probably going to drop the first half.
Still keeping it close regardless. So Lau is getting a little frisky here. Very aggressive push forward. Boombot bounce off the wall. Will force the op shot, so they know that he's playing forward, and they know that there's an op waiting for them here on this A site.
Yeah, and it's just going to be more slow, methodical stuff from Vision Strikers. This is what's been working.
Yep.
Just kind of poke around, see what's going on, see if you can get a pick for free. This time, some slows being thrown, but Stacks going to wait on the outside of it, see if he can catch someone going down into the mailroom.
Looking for the play here into heaven. There's going to be two people waiting for them. The area is actually going to be starting to push pretty aggressively up through the smoke. Hasn't advanced around the corner yet, though. Will not be able to hear this retreat. As everybody comes walking through Ramen over towards Garage. Lakia, however, will get early eyes on this. Doesn't have a showstopper, does have to pull back. Up top. It's going to be pretty awkward positioning. Blind does connect, and yep, they see him. Take him down. Zest will be traded out as it just manages to find two. King also going to be falling. Stacks equalizes, taking down that enemy Sage. Smoke's coming through. Glow just going to be waiting in beneath the fence. First shot from RB is good. Solo does fall. 3-2 now. Perry evens it up. TB's across. Will go straight into that rolling thunder. Stacks strikes him down. Now it is all on Allow to try to make it happen. Op is in hand, swaps over to the Classic, tries desperately to get the dink, but it cannot connect. RB will clean him up, scoops up the operator again, and Vision Strikers now in control. 6-5, can they close out this half 2 rounds up?
The pressure starting to get to NUTURN a little bit there. You know, those pistol shots were way off. I mean, he just started spraying. He was desperate to try to do something, assuming that RV probably had, you know, the operator or something there, but in fact he had switched over to a Phantom. Regardless, now the Vision Strikers really doing a good job getting their setups, getting their crossfires, doing the right things. Now, let's see what New Happy has in store as they push through into B main.
It's just moved up pretty aggressively. Smoke's coming through. Does he keep progressing forward? The answer is yes. He's out.
So sneaky.
Oh, he turns around at Ramen right now. He's going to find Stacks. Stacks is not ready for this. Knife him. He misses the shot. Oh, man. Zest is there to scoop the kill, so a 1-for-1 all the same. Spike down, so they got vision on that, but oh, man, if he had botched that and if Stacks was able to turn around and finish him off, that would have been such an embarrassing moment.
Knows the angle so well. Knows that there's that, I don't know if it's part of a ventilation unit or an air conditioner or something that juts out from the wall on the outside of Ramen that obscures the vision from the spawn side of the attackers.
Oh.
And there's the showstopper to get King.
Yeah, blind showstopper as well. Kind of knew his position given the lockdown coming through, which they will just go ahead and finish off. The rest of the team now looking to execute forward onto the A site, jumping in. The Blade Storm is out, and Allow will find two. Updraft coming through, the right click will not connect. But all the same, that is the cleanup. Lakia will finish off Zest. That will finish up the first half. 6-6, the score line as the teams swap places.
I mean, what a job by Suggest and Perry to get through there. They work together very well with the smokes. And again, knowing the sight lines, and it probably should have been a double there for Suggest if he doesn't whiff on that first shot onto Stacks. But regardless, it's very smart, and they give themselves a win in a round, you know, where they're on the back foot economically.
Well, now on the defense, Vision Strikers, we'll see what they have prepped for us. Seems like it's going to be a 3-stack at B, which at least early looks is pretty good for them, given the 4 members from NUTURN currently hovering outside of Garage and into Ramen. Spike just going to be waiting back over at their spawn. Fault line chucked out. Connect onto one, gets him a little bit of vision poked up around the corner, but Glow does this have to go ahead and move back, takes 14 damage. We'll have to show a little bit more respect and give some more wiggle room here for NUTURN. Move up mid. Harry was running, so Zest is going to be decently aware of this position. Drops down off the wall. Makes his way across the other side to get in behind the box. So he's just hoping that no one is going to have a read on that position. And try to catch somebody off guard, but it seems like no one's going to be rotating through mid this time. It's going to be a full retreat back through attacker's spawn around to A main here for NUTURN.
Yeah, they have a pretty good idea that Breach and Omen are over on B side as well, so they think that, okay, the odd number side for them is going to be over to A, but Vision Strikers not fooled at all by this. They are heavily rotating to A extremely quickly. Smokes out, pushes on.
Yep, they're rushing forward. Tailwind does come through. RB, however, with a drop down, manages to find Lakia. King taking down Allow. Right clicks out from Zester, rotated through sewers. Will find one for himself. That will just be the cleanup. A flawless pistol round here for Vision Strikers, something that maybe has never been said before. But they get the pistol round win. They don't lose anybody. And they put their right foot forward here in the second half of their map pick. 7-6 now in their favor.
Pretty sure that's the first pistol round they've won today.
Oh, it is.
Yep, I thought so. Just, it's a good job. I mean, again, good shooting. Nobody's fooled from Vision Strikers on what NUTURN is doing. They're pretty aware, pretty quickly.
Yep.
It's going to be a full-on A push. So
I mean, interesting here from NUTURN. We do have some minor purchases coming through.
See this from time to time.
Yeah. The Stinger, though. So I think we've got like 2 to 3 sheriffs plus a Stinger from NUTURN. So not just going to be going in with a full save. So losing here would really upset the economy. So they have to play this one out pretty damn cautiously. Boombot gets a spot onto 1. So one is waiting around ropes, but might not have an idea that there's 2 there. Lakia looking for King, finds the shot. Does fall down to 15 HP. Still an opportunity to get healed, however.
Yeah, RB's at 4. He took quite a bit of damage in that exchange as well. Now they come in through heaven into the B site. Glows on his own, gonna get suggest, but around the corner, tries to throw the flash, not good enough.
Yep, out with the paranoia, but wasn't ready for him to be that close, and Perry just cleans up another one. Pushing now through the smoke. That is not going to last very long. Dax getting jumped on. Does manage to get a headshot onto Perry. Follows up. Sprays down onto Allow. A 2v2 with Lakia still sitting at 15 HP. Does he just go for the spike plant right now? The rotate's starting to come back through. He'll hear the plant, though. An instant turnaround there from RB. Comes back over towards B site.
Yep, planning for B main. That's the new extension to the plant site. Allows you to fall back into there. So gives you another position to work from.
RB is chasing with 4 HP. trying to finish this man off. He will not be able to do it. I mean, HP bars are low. This is definitely winnable. RB, however, does manage to find Lakia. So 2v1. RB basically is going to have to try to play to scout this one out. They get the spot on him in heaven. The sheriff shot's coming through. Connects onto 1. Connects onto RB. Can he get it? Yes, he can! Solo takes him down by his ankles to close out the round. The clutch is there, and we are tied 7-7.
I like that play. You're showing that that particular spike plant spot is not just coverable from B main, but you can also wrap all the way over into heaven and have a great angle as well. And you're forcing basically like a 90-degree, almost, it's much wider than that, almost 180-degree angle that your opponent has to respect there. That's crazy smart there. Well done by Solo.
Unreal.
Great shooting on top of it.
Yeah, to come out on top. I mean, HP bars were in his advantage, but still to be able to clutch it was huge. Lakia now, instant headshot onto RB. The deadliest member of Vision Strikers taken off the board. Now he's looking for a little bit more. King is waiting right around the corner. And a lot of damage going to be exchanged between the two. Both going to be falling down to about half health.
Paint shell's still available. You don't need them. Forget it.
Gets the repeat.
It's better.
Just waited, heard the jump check on the corner. King didn't know that he had rotated over to the other side towards ramps. So instantly comes out with a surprise peek. 2 members gone that quickly here off the side of Vision Strikers.
I mean, that was that round where they kind of, it's not an anti-eco buy, but you buy some stingers, you kind of force buy a little bit, I suppose, in that second round. Kind of gave NUTURN some confidence. I mean, that was I like the idea. And now look at this, Perry's getting in on it. Lakia is just actually nuts right now.
And it just seems to be the same story here as Zest is the last one. And unfortunately, the Bucky, it will take Lakia down to 11 HP, but it will not get the kill. 4 kills for him, I do believe, there in that round. Absolutely huge pickup for Lakia.
Showstopper's already up for
I
him.
was going to say, he's got the ult ready to go. First one here in the second half. Stax is nearly there himself, but RB still just going to be 2 away from having that rocket launcher ready.
Yeah, full buy for Vision Strikers. New Happy can sit on this one. They've got some money to spare. They can lose this one and still pretty much full buy next round as well. So again, Vision Strikers in danger of losing. If they lose this one, they likely lose 2.
Yeah. And if they lose that, might just be, you know, the entire series gone. Be the first time that Vision Strikers will have dropped a set.
I mean, what a start to this tournament if that's going to be the way it plays out, Achilleos. Can you believe that? The undisputed favorites in this tournament lose right away?
Yeah. Again, not an elimination. So, you know,
right, not an elimination.
It would still absolutely,
it's a group stage.
Yeah, it would still absolutely have a chance to pick up some wins, get their way into Masters, and then claim another trophy for themselves. But it would be such a wonky start for everybody's expectations. Already, though, Zest's going to be eliminated. So it's looking like a good round for NUTURN. Poke out around the corner. Glow looking for that shot. Cannot get the headshot initially, but will finally be able to find it onto a Lao. Takes quite a bit of damage. We'll have to go ahead and teleport his way over to the side. Just taking that shrouded step out. Carrying out, doing the same, dropping down. It's around this wall as the spike starts to get planted as RB pokes out from heaven. Might not realize that he's one directly beneath him. He's checking his back, making sure that there's no one wrapping around.
Yep, that's
Will
smart.
be the clear for now.
Yep, wait, get everybody in position here for Vision Strikers. Then get your utility in. Start pushing after that.
Ryan chucked out. Dive into the back from RB. Does manage to find one, but he wasn't ready for Shahzam sitting in behind the ice barrier. Solo, however, does get taken down. The cleanup is there with 2 members still remaining for Vision Strikers. So they do get this round win to continue to tie us up. So 8-8 as we continue to just go back and forth between these 2 squads. One after the other taking a step closer to closing out Split. But for NUTURN, that's a step closer to closing out the series 2-0. Vision Strikers need to win this out. They
yeah, that
need
was
to force us to ascent.
Huge win for Vision Strikers. Just completely on the back foot economically. And let's see what they want to do. You know, they're still in a bit of a rough spot.
And both teams are not in a great position here, but it's basically just whoever wins this round can buy. The other one basically can't.
Yep. Exactly. But good job by them, doing exactly what they need to do. Check their backside, make sure it's clear to push, and then, oh my god, RB just flying on in.
Going full bunny.
Nobody's here.
He'll send the rocket down, but it won't even get any damage in. Lakia well around the corner. Flashes out into the back site, not going to be catching any blinds. Nanoswarm does come up, gets a little bit of damage there onto Allow. This King just waits around the corner, but he misses the spray completely. Stax will find one, looks for the headshot through the ice wall. Can't quite get it, and that will be the pullback here from NUTURN. Retreating out of the beast site as the heal will just be rolling through on Suggest to get himself top back up.
Right now, there's nothing in mid, and they're going to use from the shadows to
Yep.
get Perry all the way over to A to put even more pressure on Vision Strikers. He gets ahead of them big time, and they are rotating. It's gonna be not as easy potentially.
They should know that he will have teleported onto A. Either that or just canceled it and is back with the rest of the squad. The true difference maker is potentially going to be RB, who has moved up through main. He just made a bit of noise though. He's sitting here with this judge. He can continue to play that corner. He very well could have mowed them all down, but he's worried about pressure from Rope, so rotates back into Heaven where he's going to be a lot more useless with that weapon of choice. Paint shells around the corner looking for some damage, but they've already rushed in onto the site. Jump up top from Lakia. Will drop down. Paint shells goes forward out into screens. As we will see that Rolling Thunder come through. RB dropping down out of the Heaven window. Not going to be able to find anything, but they take the site by storm. 3v2 remaining. NUTURN now themselves have rotated up into Heaven. From the side, quite a bit of damage from RB. Just drawing out the classic, nearly taking down his Ray's counterpart. Heal will be burned, but Time starting to dwindle. They get themselves in onto the spike. The cleanup is there, and it will be Vision Strikers taking that next foot forward. 2 rounds in a row now to bring it to 9-8.
Almost the retake almost fell apart there for Vision Strikers in a second. They didn't have control of ramp. Also important to holding down A, but they're able to lock it down anyway. Having that Sage there proves to be extremely valuable. Getting that heal, getting that extra, damage to be absorbed, a big part of their ability to get that done. And moving forward now, Vision Strikers taking a lead for the first time, I think. This series, like it feels like it. Just how
I think they had they had their early lead on attack side, and then it got evened up by NUTURN. Stacks, missile shot, huge punish from him. Is he wary of another one lurking in the shadows? Not in the shadows anymore, though. Makes his way forward, but Solo is not prepared at all. The spike is now down in garage, and this is the turtle mode being executed now by Vision Strikers. Bladestorm is out from Allow, but he already takes a little bit of damage. They know exactly where he is, and RB is ready to strike from the flank. And it's, well, good luck. Here to Perry and to Lakia.
Eco round for NUTURN.
Kill anyone that you can, and otherwise, save the sheriffs? I mean, even then, not really worth. If you have sheriff armor, I guess that's worse. That's worth.
Yeah.
So, as long as it exceeds 900.
Basically, not much going on here for NUTURN. I mean, they're just trying to hopefully maybe catch a pick. Maybe they can get a few extra bucks.
Both moving forward, but Klo is just going to be able to claim them both. 3 in the round. Vision Strikers now 3 rounds away from taking us to a 3rd and final map in this series. And they want to go to Ascent. It's right there on the horizon.
Yeah, now
NUTURN, I mean, if they lose here, it's pretty much over.
Yeah, the money looking so good as well for Vision Strikers. They can hold on to this. And like you mentioned, this one's pretty much a must-win if they don't want to go to that 3rd map for NUTURN. But they've been looking pretty good overall, even on this map. But this is Vision Strikers' pick. They didn't get to go on attack side first.
Yeah.
And they, came out of attack side even. So that's pretty good. Even with the new changes to split, I still think it's a little bit defender heavy.
RB just waiting out that boombot. Doesn't have to reveal his position. Big cluster of members here from NUTURN advancing into mid. It's going to be a 1-3-1 split, it would seem. Not intended as they make their way through. They'll see the wall up at heaven. Is the call to just full rotate into ropes? It seems like that is going to be the case. Barry waiting for the drop down. Still have 1 at ramps. King making his way into heaven now, but isn't in a position to actually scout them coming through here.
Yep, turret's there. So they're going to see it coming. The Rolling Thunder comes out.
The Rolling Thunder out from B to try to bait them over onto the B side. Pushing out, but they don't clear that left side. King just sprays down 2 for free. RB will fall in the end, so just gets a little bit of positioning here in heaven. Will throw out the res. Drops down, but yeah, instantly eliminated as Wow suddenly starts to trade it back. Finds 2 for himself. There will be push up now, spike in hand. Lockdown, however, going to be drawn out by King. Drop down is there. King finds 4. Can he get an ace? Give it to him. Ah, well, Glo's just going to take it for himself. No ace to be found, but another round victory here for Vision Strikers.
I like the idea there by NUTURN, though, even with the lockdown, to just get in their face. I mean, that's what's been working for them. Yeah. Try to use the utility of Vision Strikers against them. Just get ahead. If they throw a grenade, if they throw a breach move, get ahead of it. In this case, the lockdown, you're getting ahead of it in a sense, right? Yeah. Even though it's not a throwable, it still is, it's still normally you back away from it. Instead, they push right in and just try to finish the job. I like the aggression from NUTURN there.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of 2 options. It's either grab spike and try to run over to B before the disarm goes off, or run into the lockdown and try to kill the lockdown itself, or kill the
that too, yeah.
enemy agents. Doesn't work out for them, but like you said, I can definitely respect the play. Time just wasn't really on their side. Pushed through the smoke way too aggressively there from Zest. Wasn't ready for Allow to be that far forward. Especially that quietly. Looking his way up through mid. So very nice punish. Getting rid of that Sage. Now they can't wall off a location. Laski starts to advance up the ramp. It's only going to be King sitting on the A side for now. Rotating through defender's spawn, however, is RB getting ready to rejoin as he moves up into screens, it seems. So will not be occupying heaven. Fault line through onto the site, doesn't find the hit. Jump up over the top, and just Laski didn't know which way to look. King was just sitting there in the default position, though. Finds the kill, looks for a second, does get it. Just gonna be taken down, quite a bit of damage going out onto the killjoy, and he will fall. Stack's not ready for the push out from ropes. Allow will get a nice pick off, and it's a 1v3 scenario now for Glow. The elder veteran here on this squad, can he pull it off? Finds one. Doesn't quite know where everybody else is. Baiting with the TP. Waits out the fault line. Smokes out, but he's not ready for that close left side. Allow will come up with a third kill, and they keep NUTURN in this series. 9-11, so a disadvantage of 2 here for them. But a good swing, and they can buy.
Yeah, they take control of heaven. They
Not a full buy, but they can buy.
Yeah, they could buy. They could do a few things with it, but they take control of heaven that round. It's the important part of that site. One of the most important parts. They sacrifice in a way, you know, their raise for the information. They get it. They kind of know that where that person is in the back. They're able to watch from ramp. They already have ramp control at that point as well. So they're watching through into heaven. They don't see anybody in there. Yeah. They know that they can kind of push into the site then. Basically, there's only a couple different sight lines that the team has once King is displaced.
Yeah, it was a really good push up there from Allow. And just lasted till the end of the round. It's the first kill, it's the last one. And he's in the very same position again, but this time Zest is not playing forward. Looks like he may be taking the ropes up into heaven. He is backed up by Stacks this time, though. Let's go ahead and pop the wall.
I think they're trying to see if they can get a bait. See if they can drag him into Allow's sight line there, but it looks like for now, not going to happen.
2 moving through ropes. 1 creeping up through sewer. Solo. Spotted out by the alarm bot. Do they just call the retreat or do they just delay? Blind goes out. Not looking to fall to King again. Fault line will hit. Solo going to be hit at the same time. RB pushing around the corner. Can't get the shot on him, though. That's going to be the call to move over to the B site. TP into the back to spot out a few. They will stop that from the shadows from getting channeled. Back here in CT. Oh, man, the cleanup just starts to come through. 10 seconds as they scatter. The spike is on the ground. They have no hope now of closing this one out, as that will be the final kill. 12-9, locked in for Vision Strikers, at least guaranteeing themselves a tiebreaker here on map number 2, but it is looking like we're heading to map number 3, Paper Thin.
I think we are, and this is all about Glow. This is all about your veteran presence from the in-game leader for Vision Strikers. He diagnoses that the call is to come through heaven for 2 members of NUTURN. He throws a smoke, he throws a paranoia up there, buys enough time, just enough time for the rest of Vision Strikers to get in, get the off angles, get the crossfires set up, and they just tear NUTURN apart.
What they do. Sweating Lakia from pushing forward. Fault line comes down off the bat. RB waiting at the ramp, doesn't get the shot that he was looking for. Lakia does survive for a bit longer. Showstopper in hand for what very well could be the last round here in the game. If you've got it, you got to use it. Bladestorm's already out here for Allow. See what he can get done. It's been wildly more impactful here on Split, I would say, than at least the first half of Bind, where he was very much absent.
Yeah, played a lot better in this second game, even though it's been more of a struggle for NUTURN. But Vision Strikers really kind of weathering a tough storm. It is definitely not an easy round. Allow, seeing if you can get up and over. See if you can find somebody sleeping. But Glow is very well hidden in the backside of B. And we got 4. Are we going to go? We're going to go. Showstopper
is out. Doesn't spot anybody yet. Doesn't throw it into the corner, and he's just going to lose it. Glow does manage to spray him down. Gets the clip there onto Allow as well before finally falling at the hands of Perry. RB, however, has now taken over the site. Finds one, whiffs the shot on the 2, but it doesn't matter because Zest is there for the scoop, and the spike is now down. Very much in sight of everyone. Perry looks for the shots. He's not quite sure which way to look. Clock now down, 8 seconds. Will find one, but he needs to use so much more in the next 5 seconds of this game. He will not be able to do so. 13-9. The final score here on Split. We are going to a third and final.
For Brimstone, particularly on B. Really get those sky smokes in deep and give yourself some pretty good cover. So I don't mind Brimstone at all here.
No. Sentry just going to be taken out. They're on A main. Solo just going to be Nanoswarm up over the top. Blind's going to be coming through. Allow in the corner. Spot out on some. Spray coming through off the Frenzy. Allow will take down one. Gets a lot of damage onto the others. Push out now into A main. Lakia will manage to finish off RB. Shock Dart from Zest does manage to take down Allow. He follows up with the kill here on the Phantom onto Suggest. Their way now up 2 in heaven versus 3. Recon Dart is out. Aldrone is out. Sees them dropping down. Can't get the gun drawn out in time, however. King now not sure which way to split his attention. And it will just get split in 2. Round start comes in. NUTURN start things off 1-0.
It's again, if you're a Vision Striker fan, don't be super disappointed by this. You're probably pretty used to it at this point, seeing them not do well. But they try to come through a link, try to kind of catch NUTURN, I think, a bit off guard with an unconventional move. Not many teams will, it's of course it's possible, but going through there, difficult in that first pistol round to just get in and brute force your way through. They try it, but I like the idea because it is kind of such an unusual tactic. Usually you see, A or B pushes early, and this time, they try to go through short.
RB playing aggressively out there in mid for a little bit, but it does get smoked off. Instead, it's going to be push up through the members of NUTURN. They are right outside market now. Shots coming in. King will find one. Push around the corner. The Spectre from Allow will get rid of the enemy Cypher. Zest now will start pushing forward over towards Fountain. Stacks waiting here on Cubby of Boiler. Cannot get the kills. Zest going to be taken down. The back angle flank doesn't pay off for him. They're ready for RB. Swift cleanup comes through. 3 members left standing. That's the second round here for NUTURN.
It's a great setup here for NUTURN. They leave the Killjoy turret over in the B, courtyard or whatever you want to call it. The shop, I guess, is where the little market stand is. And then they have the Sova over at A long to watch that. They smoke off mid, or the A, short A, I guess I should say, short A. They come up through mid. It doesn't really work. They go into pizza. It doesn't really work. They back off, push back through A link, and just kind of mow them down along the way. But they're covering all their bases in those pushes.
Yeah. Back off there from RB after getting spotted in mid. He'll just rotate straight away over towards the A site, making his way through Garden. It seems like they'll just be holding this angle to try and watch short, but it's going to be 3-man push up through main. Go ahead and scoop the alt orb. Slowly start to back out.
Glow just bouncing around there, trying to keep his hands warm, I think, more than anything.
Okay. Rotate around the side. Aldrone out onto A site to keep Vision Strikers interested in defending this position while the rest of the team just waits. King's camera not really in a great position to spot this oncoming push. See them once they actually get out of B main. Here's they're spamming through. She's sure that ult is getting tapped as well, so rotation slowly starting to stream in. As it will just be a very early lockdown used.
Really nice timing for that lockdown.
Sky smokes do get dropped in. Tailwind forward from Allow. Presses forward. Does get caught by that trap. Down here on the site. Can't get the shots off, so Zest does fall. King will trade back one. 2-for-1 exchange. King interrupting the bomb plant. Now, a 2v3. Spike picked up. We won't get that plant here in the end, but will be around victory for Vision Strikers.
Yeah. Vision Strikers doing a good job. I mean, King staying out of range of the lockdown in the back of B. You know, what can you say? That they didn't expect him to be there, and he popped out and just took the bomb guy completely by surprise there.
Yep.
And I think they felt like they had the lockdown, you know, in there deep enough that it wouldn't be able to be the case. But King,
he had a very small corner, I believe, of boathouse that he could actually sit in.
Yep.
So it does not get locked down, and killing the bomb plant there just fully enables them to actually play the timer.
Brutal.
So does tick down. Slow and, you know, anticlimactic end to a round, but a very well played and paced one by Vision Strikers. Now,
I guess Glow can actually see over this box as well, so it's more than just keeping your hands warm here.
Potentially getting pretty saucy here. It's going to be a 5-man rush through main. I mean, not quite a rush. Glow does manage to find one. RB going to be eliminated, as is Stax. Just doing some serious work as the Nano Swarm. Glow, he's not going to find a nice little corner to tuck himself into. Does get taken out. Shock darts wreaking havoc on the remaining members of NUTURN. 3 of them in danger of dying. Should another one come through, is King inches around the side. Fault line coming out. Zest going to get taken down. King tagged, getting wall banged, and will get finished off by Solo. And even with their low HP bars, NUTURN will be able to pick up another round win. It's a 3-1 score.
Yeah, the members of Vision Strikers coming through A-Link picked off pretty quickly. Then they only have one angle to come from the rafters, from heaven, however you want to describe it. And that's a pretty easy killing field there for NUTURN. And they're up 3-1.
It's like they're not changing up too much here as far as the defensive positioning.
Gonna have to eco as well, so.
It's trying to get that sentry placed up top. It will just very quickly get taken out, but so will Zest.
And NUTURN, by the way, has maintained solid control over mid. And Vision Strikers haven't really even kind of tried to contest it, to be frank.
Yeah. King just blind darting somebody through the smoke with his camera. But, yeah. Forward position there from Zest does get tagged up, does get taken down. So good early pick. Setting up NUTURN for further success and to keep the pace and the economy on their side. Stax trying to play this corner, hoping desperately that somebody would just walk into A main, but instead it's just going to be an L drone. So he pulls back to Wine to not expose his position, then will re-advance on the corner with that Bucky drawn out. Whereas we'll see a slow start of a rotate here from RB. Get himself over towards this B site, but as he's doing that, it's a cut around mid, straight through into short. For the rest of NUTURN to get themselves prepped for this A site take. So even if Lakia does get taken down, it's going to have to be a Bucky on the defense here. First shot taken, gets quite a bit of damage. Stax will find the kill, needs to grab the gun instantly. Does pick it up as the door gets dropped. Have his pressure from A main to worry about. They can't retreat out that way. So they have to play into the site now, do these remaining members of NUTURN.
And that was huge for Stax. That's going to open up a ton of cross angles on the retake. But Perry stepping up, getting RB.
He's managed to find one, playing up a little bit closer than he might have anticipated his Glow, but he can't get the kill. Takes the Brimstone rather low, but that's as good as it gets. Nano Swarm going to be popped there on Heaven. King, headshot, dead. Line chucked forward. Here comes the wraparound. Perry constantly harassing from all angles. 4 kills for him as NUTURN finds a 4th round.
Well, and this is what we saw from Perry on the very first map, on Bind. He was doing a great job being a nuisance, getting Vision Strikers in bad spots, catching them in, in positions where they aren't ready for it. They're just completely caught flat-footed, and they're getting taken down for it. I mean, Stax does a fantastic job here winning his duel against Lakia, and then he's allowing, at least some off angles to be set up, some flanks for the retake, but the defense is even better from NUTURN that time around. They're just, they look so good right now.
But they do. Drone forward, doesn't get a spot on anybody, but RB does get a very spicy angle. Lau just holding here, watching over at mid. Be Link, but it's not really going to be able to see anything. Somebody's going to come into this crosshair sooner rather than later. RB does get a spot on the one, but he misses the shot. It was his big moment. Now has to fall back.
After shot coming through there, turret up for to lead the way, get the information, but no shots coming out just yet from RB, and just gonna back off and see if they can trick him maybe into coming into the Sova. The Nana Swarm though, force him out of that position. Really smart.
Rips him to shreds. Lockdown now gonna be used. The rest of the team rotating over towards A. Lockdown exits coming in, tailwind used by RB, trying to get himself out of that one, but 2 members still going to be detained, so did catch him as well as Zest. So they're going to be slow on this rotation. Now Glow is down, the A site wide open. 4 members in an attempt of a retake as the door gets shut. Stax finds one. Hunter's Fury rolling through. Zest will manage to snipe Suggest. RB gets the op kill, taking down Allow. Molly up in the air from Parry. Orbital strike as well to buy some time. Sends him back away from the spike. Push around through window. Solo comes in. Takes down one.
It's just huge here for Solo once again. They're all over the map, NUTURN.
Great hero theft used. Just get the spots on them, and Solo pushes out from heaven, though. Manages to find the back-to-back headshots.
Ridiculous.
Triple kill here for the Killjoy. NUTURN 5-1. Looking utterly dominant on the attack here on Ascent.
Yeah, Vision Strikers have a decision to make. And, the money's very, very heavily stacked against them. With NUTURN, a couple of their members holding on to basically max money. They can just buy whatever they want. And for Vision Strikers, it looks like it's going to be mostly an eco round here.
Very brutal start here. Vision Strikers just not being able to hold a site, not being able to really get a read on what NUTURN's plays are. Great lockdown fake into the push onto A in that last round.
Well, there's no control over mid either for Vision Strikers. I mean, A-Link is just, and up into rafters that time as well, is completely in control for NUTURN.
Yeah. I mean, having RB there with an op would be pretty nice. But they can't really afford one right now.
They're a little tight on cash.
Yeah, and even when they have been able to afford it, they've been going for the more aggressive angles, playing out through B main.
Look at this.
But then he doesn't get the shot.
Look how deep Solo gets for free.
Yeah, he just gets to walk up. Lakia and the rest of the squad now going to be moving through B main. Cam's not set up here. Dart will get destroyed, so they know that there's some people here. Should be anticipating that it's the entire squad, because they've been rotating together the entire time. Zest cannot get the right clicks in to finish off Allow. Does get eliminated, as does RB. Solo now waiting for the counter push through mid. Takes down one. Has his ears drawn in on 2King. He still will get taken down, though. Nice little pick off.
Good set play there. Stax with the flash, and then the Cypher comes around the corner. Finishes the job, but for all intents and purposes, NUTURN looking pretty good. And again, getting that Killjoy in so deep gets a free kill for NUTURN, and then the Vision Strikers have to waste utility to react to it.
Yep. Well, just going to be ticking away here. Lakia is on the hunt. Stack's dead. Now it is just King. Cyber Cage will come up. They're just going to be dipping in and out of that one. King goes in for the aggressive push, looking to take some guns away, but will not be allowed to do so. He wasn't ready for 2 of them to be there, let alone 3.
This is brutal.
That's exactly the word that I was about to use. Double op setup potentially here for Vision Strikers. So this is very much an all-in.
They got to go for it.
If they do decide to fully commit with this, I think it's going to be the case. They can just barely afford to do it.
See if you can really establish control over mid this time. You've got the Jet there. You've got RB watching mid. So now, what is going to be NUTURN's reaction to this?
Well, drone out. RB not really wanting to reveal his position with his op. Will do so now and just has to kind of pull away. Doesn't want to get contested. So rotates back all the way through market into B where they'll shut the door. But it doesn't last very long. It's got a decent angle set up. This is the first shot, however. Zest will trade 1 for 1. King and RB coming up with kills. King now going to be taken down. RB dashing straight into the back of sight. He's going to be sitting on Boathouse alongside Glow. Spike in market for the moment. Pulling back, looking to rotate over into A.
Stax is over there. He's respecting it, and it's very, very nice. They know they've got Solo kind of pinned in there a bit by the lumber. I think Solo's just going to see if he can maybe catch somebody sleeping, but I don't know. We'll see. Vision Striker's usually pretty smart. They usually don't fall for that kind of stuff, but with what has been happening to them here so far today.
Harry kills Stax, but she might.
Oh my God.
This could be catastrophic. Okay, Stax still going to be alive. Glow now taken down. Is he ready for the close shot? Yes, he is. RB not going to get fooled. Eliminate Solo. And now he's getting ready. Parry rotating back over through market again. Looking to get set up onto the B site. RB will be hearing all of this movement. Has the shot ready. Strikes him down. 3 kills for the Vision Strikers Jet player. And a second round on the board, but there's still so much work that needs to be done. This is a slight reprieve for Vision Strikers. They do not get fully punished after a double up buy. But Zest did die. They did lose out on that weapon. So still not great. It's still not a great economic position here for Vision Strikers.
I mean, yeah, Solo just in another cheeky spot. He did it in the previous round when he was hanging out in Pizza. Well, a little bit before Pizza, I suppose, in the bench area. But this time he's hanging out in the lumber, and they're just not ready for it at all. Vision Strikers just seems completely off balance. Like, they're not checking their corners, and they're just kind of running at stuff, maybe a little overconfident.
RB is getting ready to push forward pretty aggressively. Moves up right to the archways. A lockdown will come in. Hunter's Fury available here. Allow, however, does get taken down. 2 members going to be detained here by the lockdown. In the back sites, just easy pickings here for Lakia. Finishing them both off, and now it is going to be a 2v4 attempted retake onto B. And I think at this point, you might just have to save and try to get some exit kills when they leave.
Yeah, I think that's exactly RB's idea right now. You do not want to lose those ops. I mean, the money's so heavily favored towards NUTURN already. You can't let that economic disadvantage get any further. Recon darts out, but way too far away to spot RB out this time. And then that is a nice little spot for RB. A very long sight line, but they're aware of it. Gonna catch him with that aftershock.
Yeah, they do clip him. Not in a position to punish, however. They'll just keep backing up, but they are tightening the noose on these last 2 members of Vision Strikers. Moving forward, they spot Glow. Nice shot from RB, finds one. They get the spot on to Suggest. Now 1 out in main, spamming through, trying to get the wall bang. Will get the headshot and the spray, but cannot finish off RB, so the op remains in his hands. But the rest of the team cannot afford full buys with rifles. So this is still going to be a bit of an amalgamation when it comes down to this final build here for Vision Strikers and what they put in their hands.
Now you got to be real careful with RB. And it looks like there might be a Bucky coming in, some
Bucky
Bulldog. Yep.
Yeah, half armor and a couple phantoms.
Half buys for the rest of the team, and let's see what they want to go for. It looks like they're going to be pushing through A. You got to use that Bucky in close range quarter situations, of course. So one of the likelier spots to go through is into A.
Can he just peek that wall? Just look down? I'm actually not certain. Once the smoke is gone. By the way, Glow just going to be sitting there waiting. Smoke is still up. Will be expiring rather soon. Yeah, he could just look down and find him. There you go. That's the drone. That's the pullback.
But they know based on how quickly the drone came out and how quickly it came over the wall where he was.
Yeah.
Immediately the flash came through, just in case he was trying to bop on over that wall behind the drone. Sometimes you'll use that drone as just bait sometimes. And now Hunter's Fury blasting in. Doesn't really catch much.
Yeah, looks for a little bit of damage. Glow now, however, going to be taken down. Oh, allow! He wasn't ready for it. Almost gets eliminated, but still manages to take down. Remember there, after dashing forward to the tailwind onto the site. And yet again, it is going to be RB. All on his lonesome, chilling back with an AWP, looking for someone to snipe.
This is even worse this time for RB. He doesn't have
There's
Glow to be bait for him.
There's nobody to back him up at all. He just has to try to hold out versus 4 members by himself. Luckily, he's got a decent read on the situation. The sentry coming through. Oh, he should have held the angle. This is catastrophic. They get the pinch. They get the AWP. 8-2. NUTURN in prime position to take this series and deliver unto Vision Strikers a loss the likes of which has never been seen. Economy is in shambles. Vision Strikers, they basically have to try and save for last round of the half.
Yeah, it just feels like the Vision Strikers are not thinking. They're not really like trying to take control of mid. They're not doing some of the normal stuff we're used to seeing them do. Have somebody be aggressive, poking out of one of the sites. And okay, well, there you go.
All right. I mean, gets spotted there as well. It was within vision, has to burn all of his cloudburst just to safely exit. But yeah, tailwind forward, right-click kill. On the lock it off the bat in mid. That is exactly the kind of aggression that is needed for Vision Strikers right now to try to get ahead, to try to get some sort of grip in this game.
Yeah, but we're not seeing King kind of poking out from his sights, whether that be on Bind or on this map. Usually, eventually, King starts to kind of reach out and tries to get beyond the sights, but we haven't seen him do that here today, and that's a big part of what makes Vision Strikers tough to deal with, is they're all over the map.
In the cloudburst is one, pushing forward, updraft comes through, RB will find the kill. And just like that, 1 member remaining is just solo against the world to try to put a 9th round win on the board, but seems highly unlikely. 2 members low on the side of Vision Strikers, but this is just going to be him trying to damage the economy as much as possible. Oh, good start. or maybe he'll just win it.
I mean, RB, if anybody's going to die, at least it's RB. I mean, just with the knives out there. Oh, you can't have that, though.
Okay. If he had gotten stacks, I would have really started to sweat for Vision Strikers, but Stacks does manage to shut it down, barely survives. But now, final round, full buys will be there for Vision Strikers, and they cannot afford to lose this.
No. It's not going well. I mean, again, RB's the only one with an even stat line. The rest of the team is really struggling here. I mean, this is an off day for most of the team, to be frank. I mean, they all look really off. They're not reacting to things very well. I mean, you're seeing Allow get deep into them, and even when it feels like somebody like Stacks, who's in the back, has a good angle on it, he's just not able to really react in time, and they're just getting outshot.
Really aggressive. Tailwind forward with a blind to back him up. RB does manage to find 1, trades his life for it. Rolling Thunder coming through. Glow presses forward, finds another 2, but will get taken down by Perry. Waiting in B Link. Spike will be recovered, but it's a 3 for 2 for now for Vision Strikers. It looks good for them to be able to close out this round. I just now realized that there's an Odin.
Of course there is. This is Korea.
Why the hell not?
Did you forget that the Odin is actually used here?
Yeah.
Especially on this map, because if you get into hell on A site, you can actually do some pretty significant damage to people trying to come through heaven, through rafters.
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad. Like, we saw it used pretty effectively in first strike.
Zest, if he just took the time right now to peek. He's too late, though. He doesn't get the spot on them. King pulling back, has the proper read. But can he line up for the kills? First one straight into his crosshair. Yeah, why not? Hurl theft will be used. They'll get the spot on the parry. No time to even try to fake a run to A and then rotate back to B. Just has to get over here to the site, shuts the door. But is he ready for this A main push? The answer is going to be no. Zest finds the kill, and Vision Strikers, they spare themselves a major blush here by winning that last round of the half. But 4-8 is still a mountain to climb if they want to preserve their match record here.
Oof. This is maybe the biggest pistol round that Vision Strikers have ever played in their entire Valorant career. And they got to win this. I mean, we've only seen one so far.
I think you just have to fully say that it is.
Yeah.
At the risk of losing a series like this, given how good NUTURN has looked, because as much as we're saying like, oh, this isn't Vision Strikers' normal play, they don't look that great today. This is, for every little bit of that, this is NUTURN coming in hot.
Absolutely.
Looking phenomenal.
No, their shooting's been so good today. Their control.
Their decision-making.
Their setups. Like, they're putting themselves in spots that Vision Strikers are not ready for, that they aren't checking because they think it's empty, and it's not. They're getting in front of what the Vision Strikers want to do. Now, there's a good opening kill for RB.
Yeah, huge. Before the door gets shut, taking down parry. Zest will fall, but King trades one back. Almost finds a second. Puts a lot of damage out onto him, but sliver of HP remaining here for RB as the bomb starts getting planted. Luckily, Stacks does come up with a kill onto Allow. And just as weak right now is Solo. 10 HP remaining. Needs to pull off two very swift headshots to try to finish this one out.
Yeah, able to push in through a couple different angles with Solo.
He drops down. Can he get it? The answer is no. RB even just throwing out the early tailwind just in case the shot doesn't connect. But he survives with 5 HP, and Vision Strikers win another pistol round.
Yeah, the mid control there, so important for Vision Strikers. Getting into pizza, getting that early pick, and then coming through B main. They lose a couple, but they take a couple as well, so they're just able to scrape that one together. That was,
oh man,
whoa, that was close, Kilios.
On a knife's edge. 5-8 now with the economic advantage. You can see the counter purchase is coming through though from NUTURN. So at least a Bucky. I believe we have some sheriffs potentially as well. Scouting dart up over the top. We'll see 3 members pressed forward aggressively out of A main. So they say, no. Not gonna mess with that.
It's gonna chill.
Pull back over. And take their time now. We'll be drawing away from B main. Not gonna be falling into this Killjoy's trap. Solo was hungry for them to press forward with that Bucky.
But already you're seeing very different styles between NUTURN and Vision Strikers on offense. Like, NUTURN's interested in getting up into the mid area somewhere, whether that be A link side, the boiler side, or into pizza. Instead, for Vision Strikers, it's put a camera there and you kind of know what's going on, at least through mid, but you don't know what's going on in A link, and they're going to dive right in.
Molotov was thrown down into main to try to cut them off. King finds one. Everybody else still going to be gated back, however. Zest on point with these shock darts. Just managed to find one. Glow pushing through, takes out Allow. Now Solo falling, and it is all down to Parry, who will die. Bomb plant for some extra money on the back end. 6-8. Vision Strikers continuing forward.
Okay, now we're turning it around. 2 quick wins off the...
going for the Odin.
Like we said, that pistol round was so huge. And look at that, that's already 2.
He's just going in with it.
Well, like we said, on this map, we've seen it be pretty effective here in Korea.
Yeah. We absolutely have. I mean, you try to play on ladder out here, and at least 4 Odins on the enemy team.
You see a lot of Odins.
Yeah. Right out the shock darts over through the window there. Doesn't get a connection. Will scout, spots out multiple, starts spamming that corner. Finds one instantly, but will get taken down. So the Odin not finding the value that they wanted. B-side broken, open plant going to be coming down in the back corner in front of the boathouse.
Plenty of time for NUTURN on this retake, and they're doing the right thing. They're fanning out, waiting for some of the utility to be burned by the Vision Strikers. See how they counter with their own.
Yep. Arrow out, looking to scout here, as RB will just be picking up that Odin for himself. I thought he was going to get hit by that shock dart, but does not. Does manage to stay safe. Just has to get pushed back, though. Flashes forces his position. Tailwind forward from Allow, finds Glow, finds King, drops down. Taps the bomb. RB waiting. Throws out the right click, doesn't find the shot. Pulls back into Boathouse, has the headshot to finish him off. 3 kills for RB. The clutch finish here for him. Woo! Spike will explode, but both will survive.
Huge.
7 to 8 now.
Huge flash from Stacks in there that opened that up for RB. Well, gets him the first 2.
Yep.
Able to right-click it down.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
RB is saving once again. You know, this guy, we know he's the best fragger on Vision Strikers, and when they need him most, he's coming up. You know, Glow was the hero on Split, I'd say. Now we're looking towards RB once again. The guy who was you know, put up absolutely highlight reel performance stuff at First Strike. Looks like he's found his groove again.
Certainly has. One away now from tying up the map. Such a long journey. The
little recon dart that could.
The most anticlimactic dart in the world, just fully ready for it. So, well, they learned that somebody is sitting in the courtyard outside of Maine. Somebody is chilling outside of Maine.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. El Solo, again, looking to play here with this nice little Bucky. Now drone getting ready to be used, it would seem, here by Zest.
Yeah, smoke over into Catwalk, and that's gonna send that's gonna send Glow up into mid into Pizza.
Yeah, speaking of Catwalk, nice kill there from Stacks. Solo will manage to find King, has to pull back. 7 HP remaining, but Stacks comes through the marketplace, takes him out, gets saved by Glow as Lakia will fall to the ground. 2 members remaining here for NUTURN, and in all likelihood have to just try to get some exit kills, and otherwise hold on to their guns, because Vision Strikers are taking control of this game, of this series.
Oh, yeah, well, it's some sheriffs. It looks like I didn't get to catch what the other gun was for NUTURN. I saw a sheriff in hand, and I see pistols. So this is going to be pretty difficult. There's no reason not to go for it, really. I think that dart did spot out our Brimstone over there. And for sure, they're shock darting him. They're waiting.
There you go. That one's around the corner. Actually get some damage on him.
Yeah, that's going to be that round for Vision Strikers. They're going to tie it up here. 8-8. Achilleos, this is interesting. Both teams really having a tough time with their defenses. Their retakes are just difficult. You know, the initial pushes are very strong. Both teams doing a good job controlling mid, getting good setups. And it's good timing from Glow in that one to really push through and open the door for Vision Strikers.
Yeah. Good sacrifice at the end there from Suggested Parry, making sure that they die so they can get the maximum amount of money. Because sometimes watching Valorant streams, I see people confused as to why people into the spike. This is actually a tactical reason for this.
There's an economic reason for it.
It is not just because they want to throw or they're tilted. It's so they can get 900 extra credits.
You're not shorting GME stock there.
No. But hold the line, brothers.
Hold the line! I actually have no horse in that race, so.
You know, we like the stock.
That's I support all of you, you insane people. I support you.
See what the play is going to be now. Pull away from A main. Hovering around mid for the moment. No real vision committed to mid right now here from the side of NUTURN. Owl drone will go out through pizza.
I love this owl drone. Basically cancels out the teleport here from Glow, so he has to go on back. Good counter moves from each team, kind of burning some of their utility.
Clock is slowly ticking down, though. Owl drone waiting. He'll come through. Shot is used. Tailwind to pursue. Looking to get Allow. He'll jump away. A lot of damage out, though, and Lakia will fall. Dart gets the spot on them. Op set up in the corner. RB not ready for it. Does get domed, but Stacks responds in kind.
Great
Bomb
push.
site access is there. Plant into the back left corner now on the site. The Neural Theft will go ahead and get a spot on a 1. I do believe it. Solo does fall. Yet again, it's just Harry and Suggest versus the world.
Uh-oh.
Just to try to get anything that they possibly can. Turn away from the flash, not going to be good enough. Glow does get taken down. But the round will be going the way of Vision Strikers, 9-8. Getting ready to come through here.
Yep, good awareness by Suggest, gets the flash, gets the kill, and it's just, again, Vision Strikers, good entry, you know, doing a good job playing off that missed op shot. They know they've got him on the back foot there, and they just pounce. There's no hesitation for Vision Strikers. Even if they lose one in that push, perfectly fine, perfectly worth it, because you're going to displace the op, and you're going to take the site.
Yeah. Honestly, a bit of a poor decision from Allow to actually take a shot at the Aldron. Should have just instantly tailwinded out. As soon as RB heard the shot, he knew that he was going to be able to push. He didn't quite get the kill that he was looking for, but still took down Lakia, got damage onto Allow, and that cost him the side. Had he been able to just instantly back out with his own tailwind, reposition and hold an angle, that site might not have gotten broken open for Vision Strikers. So it could have been very different. It's just those minor decisions there
Absolutely.
that can swing how a round goes.
Well, a lot of ults up on this one. So you do have the lockdown, but you also have the Hunter's Fury for Vision Strikers. So, you know, the hard counter, so to speak, to lockdown is available for Vision Strikers. So that kind of puts them in an awkward spot for NUTURN. And it's a little bit, oh my god.
Oh, what? Okay. Some lucky and unlucky spray. Well, a 1-for-1. Blinds being used again, forward positioning.
Now this time, NUTURN doing,
Okay.
just take, you know, whatever I was going to say, just forget it. Doesn't matter now.
It's over. It's done.
Just yeeted my pen across the room.
All right. A 4-3, going to be a rotate back through attack spawn. And they're showing some level of hesitation here. Do they just try? Okay. We'll just be passing the spike around. Slowly, the creeping will come through for NUTURN to start rotating in onto the A site. Allow. Oh my god, with the blade storm, comes up with 4! By himself on the site to shut it down, to tie up the map. 9-9 on the back of the heroics of this man, sitting in hell and says, oh, you know what, you're all gonna join me. The Blade Storm cuts them down one after the other. Beautiful play.
That's a moment. That could be the turning point for NUTURN. Vision Strikers had been solidly in control of this half so far. That is the first, by the way, that's the first round for NUTURN in this half. And that ties it up. Allow with the play of the game so far.
Nuts.
Absolutely incredible.
Of the series.
Yep.
Hunter's Fury out from Zest, does manage to tag ones, looking for a little bit more. Allow takes down RB, huge pickoff. Shock not going to be able to find him, but Allow will get taken down. Stacks finds that kill. So Jess trading back with a headshot. 4-3 as Vision Strikers try to push in. Drone forward through main, not going to be able to spot anybody through the smokes. They know that they are rotating. Honestly, really big brain right now for Vision Strikers to go straight back into main, and that looks like that is going to be the call.
So good. The counter bait, they know. They know that the rotation is coming through here. They either see it or sense it. They might have even heard the owl drone. And they're kind of using the owl drone against you. Like, that's something really smart that you can do. When you hear or see an enemy's owl drone, you do the opposite of what they think you're doing. They go in there, they don't see anybody in B main, so they assume that they're rotating. They send one over to A, and now the Vision Strikers are going to make a go of it. But this is tough.
Crossfire set up, though. Odin, a Phantom, they also have the sentry laid down to get first eyes on them. Lakia just going to be backing up. Solo finds one. Does get taken out by King. Angle is held. Lakia can't find more than one. 14 seconds remain in the rotation. Now coming through from the defender's spawn. Smoke dropped down. It does not fully obscure the Omen. He is going to get pushed off the spike plant, and he will get taken down. That is the lead now in the hands of NUTURN. That one play from a Jet in the last round might have actually given the momentum back in their sails. They take another step closer to getting rid of Vision Strikers' perfect record.
Yeah, the Rolling Thunder's available, and that makes it easy. Once you can hear the spike coming down, you can make it so they don't get a chance to do it as quickly as they would definitely like it. Spike doesn't go down, come in, suggest, finishes what he started. And that's a huge, huge follow-up to that round by Allow. Allow whiffed on that operator shot coming in. That could have been a lot easier for NUTURN. I thought he was feeling it there for a second. He might just take this map over, but wasn't meant to be. Is seeing if Glow can catch NUTURN maybe a little over-aggressive, maybe a little too eager after these last couple wins.
Smoke does force a reposition from Allow. He was cheated up onto short. It's vision denied away from him. Does have to pull back. Pushing up now aggressively out of main, but Archway is smoked off, so we'll just continue to play inside the site. Vision Strikers dancing around the map right now, not really certain which way they need to be rotating, where they need to go.
The utility from the Cypher going to be set out there, so they do have the ability to leave this and get the information if somebody's coming up behind them. And Lakia thinking about it, but opts not to. Still, Hunter's Fury available. Lockdown still available. The Hunter's Fury was used for Vision Strikers, so now that
Solo
Lockdown
in the corner, not going to be able to get the surprise that he wanted. Does get taken down, but Lakia finds two. Both advancing members on the side of Vision Strikers do fall. Spike goes back into their hands. So weaken Sova. Lakia will get dropped. Zest dead in mid. A 2v3 on this defense. NUTURN looking to pick up their 11th round victory. Glow barely avoiding getting sniped out there by Allow. Blind will connect onto the Omen. He doesn't really have anywhere to go.
Rolling Thunder for stacks available.
That could be absolutely huge. Orbital strike into the back, cutting off the boathouse, but they're not playing there. Up over the top, Stacks has to be so very careful. Does turn around at the crucial moment, finds one, but they're both taken down. As NUTURN will get this defused, getting Allow one step closer to another Blade Storm, getting the team one step closer to this victory. Vision Strikers have been knocked off balance. 11 rounds to lead.
Achilleos Stacks completely whiffed on the Rolling Thunder. There was nobody in mid. He just sent it in there, and they were all coming from the attacker side. They were all coming from, that's the spawn point. There was nobody in there, and so it's a completely wasted ult. And he, like you mentioned, he almost got completely caught off guard from the back, but I think it was Suggest, and he does end up getting that, but you know, it costs him a lot of time, and it allows the other two members of NUTURN to get in and sweep through the site and get the win.
Yeah, I mean, he was just fortunate that Suggest had the same idea. I was like, I'll use my fault line here, so we're gonna push forward. Gets caught with the wrong hands equipped. Doesn't have his gun out, but he cannot follow up. Knives out for RB. Shot from Allow, not going to connect. RB pressing forward. Spotted one. Garden is blinded, has to dip into the corner. Gets the right click there onto Suggest, taking him down. Updraft up, looking for Heaven. Sees one, but he misses the right click. Glow, however, does manage to find 2 off screen. A 3v2. Solo sitting in heaven, manages to find 1, utilizing this stim beacon. Drops down out of window. Zest is there. Lockdown's gonna be used. He doesn't get the punish. He's just trying to finish off the ult. Will manage to do so, but now Stax is going to fall, and it's Zest. 1v2 close range. 1 falls, 2 fall. The back-to-back headshots. 10-11. The clutch is there from Zest, keeping Vision Strikers in the game.
And that is so huge from Zest, maintaining control of that link. Shuts the lockdown out, gets the double. Everything you could ask for in that moment from Zest. He does it. He comes through huge. Sets his team up for the win. Well, he doesn't set him up for the win. He takes the win. There's no setup there. That is a...
Oh, man.
That is grabbing it by the throat, taking it. Love it. Love it from Zest. And again, A-Link so crucial. There are 2 parts of A that are so crucial holding it, right? The rafters and A-Link.
Yep. Allow again, just gonna get smoked off. Little bit of spam coming through. Trying to get any kind of chip damage that they can. He hears all of this movement though in mid. Calls for Solo to advance forward, but RB is there. He's ready for it. Takes his head off through the box. A is otherwise wide open. Great pick off there from Solo, applying pressure on that flank angle, pushing out of B main. Now is going to be backed up.
Wine.
Fine, Lakia. They'll start to advance forward, but Suggest does fall. That's going to be the A site lockdown here. 4 Vision Strikers and a 4v3 advantage as they look to tie up the score. Tripwire finds 1 here in Gelato. Might not know that there's 2 there, however. Actually, did get a spot. And now the Neural Theft will come through. Sentry used, eliminated by King, as he just plays back in Wine. After Shock, not going to find any damage, not going to find any kills, but the Shock Dart is going to get huge value from Lakia. How much health does he have?
1.
Is he actually 1 HP?
It's actually 1 HP. It's not just a meme, Achilleos.
Oh my goodness. Woo! Great shot there from Solo. He's still aware King is going to be nearby, and there you go. Gets the tap. 3 kills on the board, but he just doesn't have the time, does he?
I don't think he does.
No,
I think
he's trying to bait him in. Please come back, but it's not going to happen. Has to give his life over. And there it is, 11-11, make a wish, because we are tied up. This is just the qualifier. We're not even in the tournament yet.
I mean, what a hell of a game to start it. I feel like this is like a finals in a tournament. This very well could be.
Yeah.
The 2 teams we see at the end of all of this. When it's said and done here, 4 challengers 1. I mean, this is so back and forth. Right now, I mean, Allow is the whole reason that NUTURN is still in this.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a team effort to get this done. I mean, overtime it feels inevitable.
Yeah, maybe I should have bought a coffee before this started. I got some energy drinks here, but I might need a heavier caffeine injection than this.
I already finished my coffee.
Yeah, I don't know what I should.
I don't know how I'm going to make it through the next set.
If I have a chance to run out and get something, I don't know what I should get.
No more hot 6.
Something with just high caffeine. I guess cappuccinos have high caffeine, but cappuccinos are garbage.
That's true. They are. I don't like anything sweet.
Yeah.
Well, Alau's got the knives again. Here we go, Achilleos.
He does. Doesn't work out this time. Fool me once, but not twice. Zest gets the headshot. Molotov will actually kill Zesto. Parry follows up. Can we?
What?
Let me see Parry, please.
What in the world?
Oh my goodness.
What happened over there?
He just kills 2. He gets a Molotov, follows up for the spray. Now Lakia takes down Stax. Suddenly, this is NUTURN's round. Decent bit of damage here onto Glow. He does have the spike. He could. He's got from the shadows. He could just go ahead and TP this across to B.
You're absolutely correct. There's only the nano swarms over there on B, so
yeah,
if he just went in the back of it.
You can see the cutback coming through there. I think they're aware of this. That's why they're not really fully ready to commit Solo over to the B site. They'll start rotating him through. RB? Okay. Ooh. Oh, scared the hell out of me there. Limited time remaining.
Now I don't
10 seconds. Okay, RB finds 1. Glow finds another, and there you go. Bomb, spike plant be damned. They'll just go ahead and take it. They at least guarantee a tie break if NUTURN wins this next round. But Vision Strikers, they want to take this series right here, right now.
And I mean, that's what you're looking for from RB to come up in a big moment. Glow and RB, the in-game leader, the veteran, RB, your playmaker, just zooms on in there. And this is what's so nice about having a Jet, is that mobility, the ability to not have to utilize, you know, the Omen ult just yet. You don't have to use that from the shadows.
Yeah.
Now you have it available for this match point.
It's true. It's huge. Yeah, just match point, as you say. And of course, he's holding on to the spike. Why would you give it to anyone else?
Yeah, that he can go anywhere with it. It's the reading rainbow of Valorant agents. Go anywhere, do anything.
Interesting shift up here. Putting Solo into mid. Smoke doesn't quite block off what they were looking for, though.
But for now, Vision Strikers have control over mid in a sense, because there's no vision for NUTURN on the inside. Vision Strikers need a different name just so I can use the word vision for talking about what's going on in the game.
Hello. Spots one. RB's ready to scoop. Dashes away. Still going to get stunned up those on a cloud burst. To keep himself otherwise safe. The site is completely open. Slow will just go ahead, finish from the shadows. And however, does get taken down as Allow moved into market.
Great crossfires available for Vision Strikers from B main and inside the point itself.
RB holding the back angle. Zest from the flank, saw one. Blind coming out. They'll get rid of the dart. Right click is there. Finishes off Lakia as he trades out Zest. That's a second. Can he get the third? The answer is going to be no. But it's still looking pretty decent here. Vision Strikers with the bomb planted in a 2v2.
Orbital strike.
That's going to be the fault line coming out.
Nobody
Glow
home.
looking for the shot. Can't quite line it up. Stacks is going to be gone. And they are in on to the spike. They will be able to defuse. We keep going. We're not done yet. 12 to 12.
Time. Golly, Achilleos. This is one of the best Valorant games I've ever seen. I mean, just incredible stuff from both of these teams, from these players. Just huge moments, back and forth. I mean, RB almost getting it done. It's just incredible.
I mean, this just absolutely crushes our finals from First Strike.
Well,
that was a 3-0 for Vision Strikers over TNL. This is so much better.
well, now you got to win two.
Oh, man.
2 in a row. That's what it takes.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, this is so good. This is, I mean, I thought this would be a close, a close match, but I didn't expect it to be this close.
No, not at all.
Well, the Owl Drone out for Lakia. He's going to trip the tripwire. And let's see what the Vision Strikers want to do is they're going to start out on the defender's side this time around. And A-Link, as has been heavily favored when they're on the offensive side.
Lines out and everybody just lines up for Stacks! A triple kill! Oh my goodness, he doesn't give a damn about your Molotov. He eats himself through it. He is ready for another kill. He will not find it, but it does not matter. This kid is on fire, literally.
He just felt it. Flashpoint just ran right in there. Tried to push through and seeing if he could seal the deal. Wants that ace.
Oh man.
Oh.
RB now set up. We'll have to flick down to get this kill. Moves out into vision. Recognizes that for a second, uses the tailwind. Will be a re-aggression now up onto Link, onto short. Solo eliminated. Glow gonna be pushing out around the corner. Does get eliminated. But it doesn't matter because Stacks is still there. He's still holding it down.
I mean, what else can you say? They line up for the collateral on the triple and just ridiculous for Stacks. I mean, so many hero plays here and Stacks finishes the job.
He gets the quadra.
Woo!
Unreal start.
Injected into my veins. Achilleos. It's so good.
Oh, man.
It's so good.
I need a lot more water at the end of this.
I've got more if you need it, buddy. I'll be your sage. I'll give you those heal orbs.
Well,
so good, so good.
Vision Strikers now. Let's see if they can do this. Playing back.
Look at how much more aggressive the Vision Strikers, or excuse me, NUTURN is now that they're on defense. We switch sides.
Yeah.
But look how aggressive they are into mid.
Pressed up at every single possible angle. All of Killjoy's kit is just thrown into that B main.
Yeah.
That's exactly where they're starting to rotate over to.
And I like this. I like this from NUTURN.
Need to win this. To keep themselves in, to keep the OT going through. We are now past 8 p.m., our expected starting time of our second series.
It can wait.
It can. Or it can just start without us and we'll jump in later.
That's all. That's also fine.
I think that actually might be what happens, but I'm not 100% certain on that.
I don't know. We'll find out. I literally don't care right now. I'd rather just stay with this. We could do this all night, as far as I'm concerned.
All right, blinds coming through. Vision Striker starting to advance. Tailwind used by RB gets himself into his tailwind. The Sky Smokes come down onto B main. They press their way out, get into the site. One in boathouse. RB taken down. Solo onto the headshot. Spray's looking for a little bit more, but the blinds are going to be good. They managed to displace him. But now it's going to be a 2v2, and King is low on HP as a spike gets planted by Glow. They need to clutch this out if they want to find success. The Aftershock getting used just to try to clear that corner angle. Doesn't find anybody, as Allow will just get spotted, has to remove the tracking dart. Fault line set. Catches King, I do believe. Dash forward, King down. They haven't cleared this corner yet. They spot him in Glow. He has it ready to go. He gets the clutch. They get the win. Vision Strikers, not today. They continue to be dominant. This is the most that they have bled, but they have not yet fallen. The streak continues.